Monday night, it's time for some toxic femininity. Hope everybody's having a good time. If not, I got a couple of ladies here who are about to make sure you will. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. I, of course, am the MC, Tom Connors. With me this week, Lorena is on vacation, but she might pop in. But let me get around the horn here. Joining us, of course, as always, is Nina Infinity. How you doing?
Hello, 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 good sir, and ladies on the panel. Hello, I'm so excited to be here. It's Monday night. It's time to get toxic. Let's get toxic.
Indeed. Speaking of toxic, we have the one, the only, like what? Mandy, how you doing?
I'm good. I shaved my armpits for tonight.
Me too, Mandy.
Nina shaved hers, and Jayne has promised us that hers is shaved too.
They are waxed.
Never mind. They're totally hairy. Look at.
So are mine, but I'm totally not showing anyone.
Nina, now you're a superhero. Because that's all it takes. It's just having like hairy armpits, right?
I know,
so
apparently.
Yay for shaved pits on ladies. Woo! We like that around here because we're totally toxic. So we shave our pits. It's amazing. Right. Yeah.
Coughtron sends in $5 right off the bat. Thank you so much. Says, let me be the first to welcome you lovely ladies back to live. And Tom. That's right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do we have some stuff to talk about tonight? Or should I say you ladies have some stuff? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. You keep every week I think to myself, there's no way we're going to top what we did last week. And then these idiots keep doing this dumb shit. And like every week it's something new. It's amazing.
It's
amazing.
Week.
And last but not least, joining us, we have a guest once again joining us. She's been on here a few times, but we love her. Miss Jayne Theory, how you doing?
Hey guys, I am doing fantastic. Always happy to be here.
That's right. We love it when you can join us. And we have Deranged Lunatic sending in a super sticker for us. Thank you so much. That's some hearts. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And since we've got nothing really pressing to get into at the moment, let's get into the other news that's going on in the world of nerddom. Yeah, namely one James Mangold's losing his fucking mind, and we've got the hero that shows up about 4 or 5 days a month, and we'll get into all that here. So let's go.
I was going to say, like, the hero no one asked for, but also shows up 3-4 days a month. Like, nobody asks for that shit ever.
Nobody has ever asked for that, and I don't know who that is for. But I think, honestly, at this point, I think calling him Mangold does not really fit what he is doing. I think Man Baby works better for a name for him because he is totally being a complete man baby about things. Oh my gosh.
That's a nice way of saying a little bitch.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
A tad more accurate.
That is what Mr. Man Baby is doing. For those of you that are not aware, it has gotten absolutely crazy with him. So
do you guys think like maybe like he was drunk or something? I feel like he was either drunk or high, like all day.
But doesn't he have a job? Like, isn't he working on a very important film?
What they were saying, everybody was saying, because I saw some of the comments, and they were like, leave him alone. It's Sunday. Quit talking. And I'm like, but so what? He's doing drugs all day on Sunday or drinking all day on Sunday? He started it. He did. He so started it. It was... I can't with this.
I know.
How
so bad.
How are you going to be that big of a guy and go and attack like people on Twitter? Just ignore them.
But no, why are you on Twitter? I couldn't see myself working on an Indiana Jones film, and I have nothing better to do than sit on social media and argue with people.
Right?
How is that a thing?
I don't get it.
No, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, okay. Let's be honest.
That just tells me that it's going to suck even more because you're not actually doing work.
well, we know it's gonna suck. There is like a 99.9% chance it was going to suck. But yeah, I mean, because all right, first of all, I love Indiana Jones, right? And I love Harrison Ford, but the dude is 78. At what point is it not
Mandy,
believable?
How dare you?
Ageism, right?
Ageism.
God darn it. Again.
#ageism, girl.
It's because I'm toxic. That's why. I shaved my pits and now I don't have, I can't be a superhero. This
is going to be like our new like superhero sign. Like, yes, shaved pits.
It's so ridiculous.
But you're right though. Like, and you know what? It's one thing that it's like, you know, that a director, like a Hollywood director, is coming out and saying this, and it's a whole other thing that it's yet another Lucasfilm employee coming out and putting their foot in their mouth, because it happens almost every other week. It's like every other freaking day. It's like somebody from Lucasfilm is just literally sticking their entire foot in their mouth, and I'm like, what's next? Like but first of all, don't you guys have PR people? Like, shouldn't you not have like, don't be on Twitter?
They don't. And I think it's intentional. I think it's deliberate. They clearly understand this community and they understand the criticism of their work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So their response could be one of two things. It could be to embrace the fans and be much more open to hearing us out and what we have to say about what they're doing and be responsive to it. Or they can take a different approach of being incredibly hostile and trying to be snappy and funny in their comebacks or whatever. And it never works. It doesn't get them the attention that they're looking for, but they don't seem to understand how to communicate. It's the only thing they know how to do is insult.
Oh, absolutely. And have y'all noticed every time this happens too, nobody will even be talking about politics. And for whatever reason, they go straight to politics and they draw that political line that was never, all the dude said was, you know, chances are this is going to suck,
well,
you know?
It's right there. What he said is right there. Right there. If you can zoom in, please, Tom, my eyes, I'm 31 years old.
You might want to just bring it up on your end too, maybe.
I know. Oh, that's also true. I'm sorry.
Ageism
okay,
right
so
there.
here, I know it's ageism. To anyone thinking Indiana Jones 5 might be good, just let me point out, Steven Spielberg is not directing. 2, Kathleen Kennedy is producing. Well, come on. 3, Harrison Ford is 78 years old. And 4, it's written by Jonathan Kasdan, who wrote Solo. And, this is my part, #Solo lost money.
Right.
But so that, right? Like, the guy lost his shit over this very basic opinion. Like, just a very basic opinion.
Like, he
lost
literally triggered him into going on, and not just like, this poor guy got it probably the worst, but he went after, like, I don't know, he was going off all day yesterday. Like, I literally sat here and I did the hashtag and I just like refreshed it over and over, just waiting for the next thing. Like, I had my popcorn. I was ready to go because it was getting
and he had like multiple threads, because it wasn't even like one. It was like, because people would retweet him and then he would go into like the other comments. Like, he went into Ryan Kittle's comments, Minority Home. There was like so many people in the community that were just, you know, commenting on his stuff, and he's just going absolutely apeshit on everybody.
But all of it, everything he said was beside the point. What his main thing was, look, I haven't finished it yet, and you're prejudging. But what he's saying here, and what a lot of fans are saying, is that based on what we know so far about how this thing is coming together, who's behind it, who's involved, we have legitimate concerns based on their prior work or based on where they are presently. That's not a legitimate criticism. But he would rather straw man the argument and say, oh, you're just mad, or you're just doing it for clicks or whatever. No, we're fans of this franchise. And based on what we know about it, it's not looking good. So instead of reassuring us, his what they do is resort to attacks instead.
Yeah,
and
calling
trying
them
to change
basement dwellers.
exactly.
Right. Which again, I will state, I find that stereotype, it shows how not connected into the like geekdom community that he is. Because that was some 1980s shit. That was the 1980s stereotype of a nerd. It doesn't really fit anymore because if anything we learn from like the 70s and 80s nerds, those people went on to create the internet. They're billionaires now. So, you know, the
nerds won the war. It's not an insult anymore.
Right. Exactly. So that's
Hey,
not really
Matt.
hey, Matt. Oh my gosh. Hello. Dude, let me just state right now, I freaking love your Batman statue. And I swear to God, I wish I had a cool statue like that because it's
Me too.
Awesome.
That's so
it is
cool.
awesome.
Me too. And
Fuck that guy. That's an awesome statue.
yeah, dude, get more statues. Get a Superman. Get a Henry Cavill Superman.
Ooh, yes. Yes. Do that.
Dude, Matt, like seriously though, fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. But this is so then he like Mangold responded, obviously. This is how this whole thing started, right? Came and said, "Thanks, Matt."
Yeah, he says it so snarky.
I know.
Thanks, Matt. I mean, you
The
can feel the
exclamation
tone.
point.
Yeah, you feel the tone in this.
You totally do.
And he's an asshole.
Keep making the world a better place, crapping on things in the first week of production from your basement. Like, because I'm so cool.
Ooh, you really got him with that zinger.
I know, right? 2, never seen a script by John. Nothing against him, just reality. Butterworths and I started from a blank page because I'm so amazing.
I'm such a creator.
I know.
I'm
Right?
not only can I direct, but I'm just like the bestest writer ever. Like I'm a whole Renaissance man when it comes to those.
3, 1 to 3 are hugely talented and all at my side. Because it's like, oh yeah, you really want Kathleen Kennedy at your side. Like,
I know that if I was given a job and somebody told me, but okay, here's the thing. You get to direct this amazing movie that you love. You get to work side by side with Kathleen Kennedy. I'd be like, this motherfucker is doomed. This is like handing me the keys to the Titanic.
This ship is sinking before it even sets off.
Before it even sets off. Yeah, don't even bother like breaking the little bottle on it and shit like that. It's going down. It's going down.
I don't want to.
I'm sorry, Tom. Go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt, but Midnight Mike says he's not going to be here long, so I just wanted to read his super chat.
Yeah.
Hail to the lovely ladies of Toxic Femme and Tom. Probably won't stay for the entire stream because I am at the lake getting drunk with a bunch of friends. Well, good for you. Just wanted to drop some love and say, wish you all a great show. Love you all. Just want to make sure he got a chance to hear that before he took off. So thank you so much for that, guys.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Have a drink.
I'm a little mad I wasn't given an invite. Yeah, because I want to go to the lake.
Girl, you're always invited to the biggest lake ever. It's called the Ocean down here in Cancun. Just
yay!
Get on a plane. Just get on a plane. Here we go.
Don't be saying that. I'll show up on your front porch and then you're going to have to feed me for a week.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this fool right here, like he okay, listen. It's not that Spielberg is not talented. Like, okay, he's talented. No one can deny that. No one can deny that. But you know, he's not around. Okay, he's not around, and he's saying like, you know, 1 to 3 are hugely talented and all on my side. Like, is he even like on set? Tom, is he even on set? Like, is Steven Spielberg?
Debatable. He's going to probably be listed as an executive producer. I'm sure it'll be produced through M.O.M and Kennedy Marshall. But outside of in name only, unless we see pictures of him on the set, I doubt it. He might visit the set for a day.
Yeah, that sounds legit. Like, oh, we're like BFFs and going through the set together every day and talking indie and making sure that everything's good.
It sounds like BS. At my side, it's not at the writing table. It's not on the set. It's not actually being involved and contributing.
Mm-hmm.
It's that they exist. I mean, he's not being honest here.
Okay, now let me ask, because I'm not 100% sure. Did Spielberg do 4? He did 4, right? He did Crystal Skull, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So
there is that too.
Yeah. And I hate to interrupt you ladies again, but we do have a very special guest with us.
We do.
The one, the only, Matt Kadish. So you can ask him the questions yourself.
Hi. How are you?
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
So I'm gonna.
Hi. So you were like the main one. Your comments alone sent Mr. Man Baby on.
You're a shit starter, man.
You are a shit stirrer, good sir.
Well, you know, Hollywood really cares about what I think.
They seem to.
It's just a natural outgrowth of being right all the time, I guess.
I know, right? Like, damn.
I kid.
Well,
like,
I know
you feel. How does it feel that a big time Hollywood director is like, "Hey, man, fuck you, you basement dweller"?
Well, I used to work in Hollywood, and so I've had many instances where a big time Hollywood director has called me a bad name. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where, like, I don't get too kind of excited or depressed or whatever about stuff like this because, you know, being a creative myself, you know, I was a filmmaker, I'm a novelist. I've had a lot of experience dealing with mean, nasty people, and you develop a rhino skin and you move on with your life. So I will say that when I woke up Sunday morning and my phone was blowing up because of all the attention, it was a little bit surreal. But this has happened to me before. It happened when I got into a Birds of Prey kerfluffle with the hate mob. Yeah.
Oh no!
So,
they were vicious too. The Birds of Prey ones. They were vicious.
The Mangold defenders are tame compared to the Birds of Prey people. I was getting death threats in my DMs from those people.
Oh my God.
That's
can you imagine that?
Yeah. You know what? I can, because that kind of happened to EVS last week with the whole M.O.M situation. Because all the followers of M.O.M started coming out in his Twitter and, threatening him and threatening to dox him and telling him that he's, telling them that they're gonna commit, go end themselves and things like that. Like, it was bad. But with this, I mean, these people seem tame compared to some of the other weirdos that are out there.
Yeah, I mean, these people, they're fans of Indiana Jones and they're fans of James Mangold, and they were just defending the thing that they're a fan of. As opposed, you got some weirdos in there who were calling us like extreme right wingers and sexist ageists, like all this stuff. But for the most part, they were just like, it was just a disagreement on the facts of the thing. And they were, just trying to defend the guy that they've hitched their wagon to. But with the Birds of Prey people, like, it was legitimate, like we want to hunt down your family and eat them type stuff. So,
oh my God.
That is crazy.
Yeah, being able to weather that, this was like a walk in the park. In fact,
I bet.
I've been having a lot of fun with it. So
what really pissed me off about this is when you kind of mentioned that you had worked in Hollywood, and then he came at you with, well, why don't you send me your script so we can compare our works? And I was like, this motherfucker thinks he's above everybody. Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, he was trying to bait me, and typical. One of the things I learned that in Hollywood is that the people with the biggest egos tend to be either extremely talented or extreme sociopaths, and sometimes maybe both.
Or both, yeah.
And Mangold, I think he's a very talented filmmaker, a very talented storyteller, but he's also got a big ego to him. And
clearly,
I think he was doing a lot of flexing. And just him bad-mouthing my home studio that I set up in my dining room to do a podcast with my friends. It's like, sorry, dude, it's not on the scale of the $100 million sets that you're used to, but for what we do, it's perfectly fine. So I was a little bit surprised that he would punch down that much, but then again, it shouldn't be surprising.
Do you notice
studio
that
is
that's
lovely.
happening? Yeah, it really is. Do you notice that's happening more often though?
That filmmakers are interacting with fans
In a negative manner.
in a way. I mean, it's kind of interesting because it's like a microcosm of the inner workings of Hollywood, where you have these very strong personalities and you have these very strong visions. And oftentimes you're clashing with people who don't share those things. Like you're clashing with a producer who's more of a money man and he can't see your vision, or you're clashing with an actor who has an idea that's diametrically opposed to your idea. And there's a lot of infighting and backbiting and like really scummy stuff that happens in the industry because you have huge egos and very insecure people who aren't afraid to lash out and act out and stuff like that. And when I worked in Hollywood, I was seeing that on a daily basis, and I just kind of got used to it because you get used to it in that industry. And you live in such a bubble in the entertainment industry that you don't even think that your behavior is bad when you go out and do stuff like this because you're just so disconnected from average everyday people. I mean, me and my co-host that you see on there, that's my lovely fiance and my two best friends. We all have day jobs. We all work for a living. We do the YouTube stuff as a hobby to spend time together and have fun. So the idea that this multimillionaire director would come in and start poo-pooing on our little homemade studio, it's kind of like, okay, dude, you know, like.
Well, he kept saying that you referred to yourself as a journalist, and like later on in the thread, I saw one of the things that the comments that he had made where he was talking about how the whole thing started because he saw it on a website.
It's a little bit nebulous what happened from what I've been able to piece together. So I made that tweet on Saturday, and it was just something that I did, you know, just off the cuff, you know, like I didn't tag him. I didn't even remember that he was involved in the movie when I wrote that tweet.
Right.
So I had just been seeing the set pictures of Harrison Ford on the Indiana Jones set, and that's what kind of inspired me to write that tweet. And I did get the fact that Jonathan Kasdan was writing it wrong, but last time I had been updated on Indiana Jones 5, he was the one who was working on the screenplay. But from what I understand, someone put it, according to him, like he hasn't, like I asked him to tell me what website he saw it on. He never got back to me, but somebody sent him a link to a web page that featured my tweet. And he believed that I was the author of that web page, and that I was clickbaiting, trying to get views.
I still ain't found this supposed story.
Yeah,
I don't.
But this is what he's claiming. Okay, so somebody sent him a tweet or sent him a link to this page that featured my tweet. He followed the tweet to Twitter and replied to it. And it just snowballed from there. And so this entire time that he was kind of coming after me, he believed that I was a clickbait journalist spreading misinformation about his movie, and that I was, basically just a scam artist. And I was like, while this was going on, I was like, I don't know where he's getting this from. Because I never tagged him in anything. I never linked to anything in my original tweet. Like I had the GIF of Justin Timberlake in there. That was about it. And so I was like, why does he keep accusing me of clickbaiting and stuff like this? Because I didn't link to anything.
Yeah,
if I'm a clickbaiter, I'm a terrible clickbaiter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it came out, I think, as a case of mistaken identity, where he thought I was somebody way more important than I was. But I now like to joke that the Salty Nerd.
I have that problem all the time, by the way.
Yeah. I now like to joke that the Salty Nerd podcast is the most influential podcast at Lucasfilm. So.
Oh,
but y'all kind of are at this point, right?
Well, right now you are, yeah.
Yeah, right now
we're
you
kind
are.
of a big deal.
We need to get you a little trophy to put in your studio so people know that y'all are the ass kickers.
Well,
y'all are the ones.
We've got the jar of corks.
You do have a jar of corks.
You do.
How's he going to bring that up? I mean, even to that
so
point,
weird.
like where he's zooming in on the picture, like, what can I find?
He has got an eye for detail. That's one of his directing talents.
That's
I don't know if you guys can see it on that picture, but right behind Matt Vader's shoulder, there's like this big jar of wine corks that my fiance, every time she kills a bottle of wine, she keeps the cork as a trophy. Puts it in this thing. It's huge because she drinks a lot of wine. And so like because of that, the wine the cork bottle has kind of become a meme, and we're actually going to start featuring it on our show. And we're going to name the bottle Mangold in his honor.
Oh yes, you
yes.
should definitely.
Yeah, so it'll be prominently featured in every future Salty Nerd podcast episode.
Oh, absolutely. That's a
I
great
will say
idea.
though, I was a little bit disappointed because I zoomed in at first to find out what the hell he was talking about, and I thought it was a big jar of cookies, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm liking this." It's corks, which is cool, but I was really excited
That's
about
how we
some
roll.
cookies.
Can I suggest you put a sign on it that says James Mangold put a cork in it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good.
And in honor of Mr. Mangold and the bounty of subs that he generated for us, we are now going to refer to our home studio as the basement. So
Yay! Yeah, own it. Can I just say too, the first tweet that he tweeted at you, where he says 1 to 3 hugely talented all on my side, he totally took a dig at Jonathan Castan. Like he's like, everybody over there is so talented except this Jonathan Castan guy. Like he just, I don't know, I just realized that I'm like, damn, that's a total diss on that guy. Like, I don't know. I just noticed that again when I'm like, he's even throwing like his own Hollywood compatriots under the bus. He's like, I'm not associated with this dude. This guy.
you know, it's funny. So a while back, he made a movie called Kate and Leopold with Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
It's about a time traveling love story, and there's a scene in there where Viola Davis, who wasn't a big actress at the time, she kind of plays this walk-on role as a female cop who gives a ticket for Leopold allowing his dog to poop on the sidewalk in New York. And I was watching an HBO behind the scenes featurette on that, and at the time I didn't know who James Mangold was. I didn't really care because this was years ago. And in this behind the scenes featurette, they're shooting that scene with Viola Davis and Hugh Jackman, and Viola Davis keeps messing up the scene, and James Mangold keeps getting more and more upset with her, and his treatment of her causes her to mess up more. Ooh. And I'm watching this thing, and I'm just seeing him like every time like she makes like a little bit of mistake, he's like, you know, like he's just
like a total douchebag.
Yeah. He's being very douchey, and I'm sitting there watching this. I'm like, wow, this is supposed to be a promo for the movie. You shouldn't be showing the director acting like a total douchebag. And I haven't been able to find that because I remember it now that I recognize who he is. I was like, oh man, that's the guy from Kate and Leopold who was like being a real douchebag. But I haven't been able to find it on YouTube or anything. But it illustrates to me that he's been a kind of a jerk for a long time. And you know what? Someone who's at the top of their game in Hollywood, who makes as good of movies as he does, and gets, I'm sure gets showered with praise all the time by the critics and his peers. Like that's something that kind of cements that dickheadedness, if you want to call it that. So I don't necessarily look at that as a bad thing, but at the same time, like I feel like he could take a page from Colin Trevorrow's book and be a little bit more humble when it comes to dealing with the fans. But it is what it is.
I just think that he shouldn't have said anything. Like, dude, just go make a movie and let your work speak for itself.
Well, Nina, you underestimate how influential I am in Hollywood.
That's the problem.
Right.
He had to respond to me lest my opinion get widely circulated.
He had to hunt you down to do so. That's how important this was to him. He had to hunt you down. And your tweet, because a lot of people have been tweeting about this. A lot of people do not have a lot of faith in the next Indiana Jones. After the fourth one that we were given, and that one had Spielberg, and it was pretty. There were 3 Indiana.
It was
Jones,
bad.
Right? It was bad.
It was
there were
questionable.
There's 3 Indiana Jones, right? So a lot of people don't have faith in this, especially knowing Kathleen Kennedy is connected to this because she will be on set It's gonna, anytime there's something that may not ride the wave of feminism, she's gonna jump up and they're gonna have to change it. So we know that is gonna happen. People don't have faith in it. But your tweet, that's the one that just cut him so deep that he had to come.
There's got to be some truth to this. That's why he got so triggered.
There's 100%. Everything that said was true. Everything he said is just, echoing what we all believe. Kathleen Kennedy is involved. Nope. Except for the solo writer, which at one time that was in their plans. They were going to use the writer for solo in this. Other than that, everything you said
you could change that. You could change that point to like Phoebe Waller-Bridge is involved now, and it's like, that doesn't give you enough confidence either. Because now it's going to be Femme Indiana Jones. That's going to be
exactly.
I actually think that the first thing I said, Steven Spielberg is not directing. I think that was the thing that might have like triggered him a lot.
Probably.
Like he's probably very insecure about stepping into Spielberg's shoes. But honestly, like I don't know what inspired him to respond to me, but it's been so much fun since he did.
You are handling this too, might I add, amazingly. Yes. You were doing such a good, because you were running this asshole around a tree is all you're doing. And he's like walking behind you like Michael Myers. And you're just running him around the fucking tree. It's awesome. It has been so, I'm sure you wish this wouldn't have, even if the dude just would have left you the fuck alone and let you do your own thing. But this has been amazing to watch. I know because I'm on the outside, so I'm not having to deal with it. But this has been, like I said, I was refreshing all day yesterday eating popcorn because after he started on, he went on,
he just kept going. And you know what's weird is I was kind of hoping that he would respond to my tweet because I was like, I actually added him too. And I was, I said, I actually had hope for Indy 5 when I found out that he was directing because I knew that he had done Logan and I knew he had done Ford versus Ferrari. And I really liked Ford versus Ferrari. And at the time when Ford versus Ferrari came out, all the leftist media were like just, shitting on that movie and calling it sexist and saying like, this is totally like toxic male and blah, blah, blah. And it was a really bad movie and, all this stuff. And then I watched it and I was like, this movie's freaking amazing. So he had two movies where, straight white men were the protagonists of the movie and like Logan and Ford versus Ferrari. And he handled both really well. So with Logan, it being a comic book movie as well, I thought he handled that entire story really well. And it gave me hope that if anyone can pull off giving Indy a send-off, it's probably this dude. And then he came out and he freaking spurred out on everybody and started calling people like right-wingers and brought in Trumpers and stuff like that. And I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? This is like one thing has nothing to do with the other. And then he started just alienating everybody. It wasn't just like right-wingers. It was just like everybody. Like, and I was like, dude, you should have just be quiet and just let your work speak for itself. Like when stuff like this happened, just let your work speak for itself.
Yeah, I want to make.
Never responded to me though, so
of course not.
I want to make something clear. I have a lot of respect for James Mangold as an artist, and I got a lot of flack for hating on Indiana Jones as a quote unquote fan. Nothing would make me happier to be wrong. Like, I love Indiana Jones so much that if James Mangold comes out with Indiana Jones 5 and it's a great movie, I will be so happy to be wrong. I don't want a bad Indiana Jones movie. I already got that with the fourth one, Yeah. I want a good one. I want the series to go out on a high note. So I'm not hating on it to be toxic or to be, just a naysayer or someone who just rejoices in the misery of, the fandom or what have you. My approach, especially with my tweets and in my criticism of movies and stuff like that, has always been coming from a place of love. As a fan of Indiana Jones, I grew up on this franchise. It's a beloved franchise. It's one of my top all-time favorite franchises. I want to protect it. I want it to be insulated from bad actors. And I don't mean like actors in movies. I mean like people who handle the IP.
Right.
And Lucasfilm
Except for Brie
very,
Larson, keep her away from that.
Yeah.
Lucasfilm for a very long time has shown a pattern of behavior of mishandling their properties under the Kathleen Kennedy era.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to Indiana Jones, I simply listed 4 things which I thought, not knowing the story, not knowing, what that Mangold was involved or what he had planned or anything like that. I just listed 4 things that were troubling to me on a fundamental foundational level. There has never been an Indiana Jones movie that Steven Spielberg hasn't directed. And the problems with the 4th movie can really be laid on George Lucas's feet. Not to badmouth George Lucas, but Steven Spielberg didn't really check some of his worst impulses on that film. And so like Steven Spielberg's such a legendary director, and he's so ingrained in what made the magic of Indiana Jones special, that him deciding to step away and wash his hands of directing this film is the number 1 warning flag for me. The second biggest warning flag is that Kathleen Kennedy has some type of creative input into this. And we all know that she's more concerned about pushing her political agendas into these movies than she is with actually making a good movie. And so that was the second.
Well, and then and when Mangold came out and said that whole thing about the right wingers, that's when I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I mean, he's very much politically aligned with the people in Hollywood. That doesn't bother me so much because I worked in that industry for so long. Everyone out there believes that stuff. So you just kind of have to accept it. But when it starts detracting from, when they start changing the fundamentals of a franchise in order to push propaganda, that's when it becomes a problem.
Right.
The third biggest thing is just Harrison Ford's age. Now, I love Harrison Ford. I think he's a great actor. I've been a fan of his for a long time. But back when I was watching Crystal Skull, I think he was like 65 years old when he made that. And even then, when you were watching it, you were kind of cringing because you're like, this isn't coming off quite as believable as it should. And I know that there's rumors that they're going to be de-aging him in this and stuff like that. But the pictures that I saw from the set, he looked bad. Yeah. And he looks like grandpa.
I'm tired.
And I was like, man, I can't imagine seeing this guy getting punched by a Nazi and dragged behind a truck. Like he could slip in the tub and break his hip.
Right.
So that was like the third big thing that I had an issue with. And so like, even if you just take my attack as, at face value, I didn't say anything that wasn't true. And I didn't say anything that people should just like accept at face value as good signs that this movie is going to end up being good. So I hope I'm proven wrong. I want to be proven wrong. I want a good Indiana Jones movie, but James Mangold actually did absolutely nothing to assuage any of my core arguments there that, there are some warning signs that you have to be aware of.
No, because once you start telling me that Kathleen Kennedy's she's a hell of a artist and stuff, then I'm like, because that was my nope out. Finding out that Kathleen Kennedy was involved and finding out on top of Kathleen Kennedy being involved, we kind of know that the story is he's going to pass down the mantle to a female. Out. I'm done right there and then. I've already got basically a female Indiana Jones, and it's Laura Croft. I'm good with that. I don't need
know that, but
do we not?
It's not for sure. It's a theory. It's a pretty damn good theory. But it's not a for sure thing.
One of the things that really surprised me in this whole Twitter exchange is Mangold supporters, they would come out and they would defend Kathleen Kennedy, and they would say correctly that she was involved in producing all the previous Indiana Jones movies. Like she's produced some of the biggest movies ever made. And the thing that they fail to realize is that, so first of all, 90% of Kathleen Kennedy's career was spent producing Steven Spielberg movies. So they were Steven Spielberg's movies that he was making, and her wagon was hitched to him. So by proxy, her career rose with his. And when she was working for Steven Spielberg, she was not a creative producer. She was not in the position that she's in today since she took over Lucasfilm. She was a logistical producer. And there's a difference there.
Exactly.
And what people don't understand is that logistical producers don't have a whole lot of say in how a movie gets shaped. So like Steven Spielberg would come up with an idea and he'd be like, I want a cave with a boulder to come rolling down on it. And it was Kathleen Kennedy's job to make sure that cave got constructed, to make sure that boulder got found and put up there, and that it would roll on cue and stuff like that. So she was the one who was in charge of bringing Steven Spielberg's ideas to life. And she was very good at that. And you know, that's why Steven Spielberg relied on her for so many of his films. Now, the issue here is that this is the first Indiana Jones movie that she's acting as a creative producer on, which means that she has story input, that she has some input in casting and what happens. And I think that Steven Spielberg is the one who chose Mangold. Like, I don't have any proof of this. This is just speculation on my part. I think Spielberg is the one who chose Mangold to come in and take his place, mostly because of the pool that he had to choose from. I think Mangold had a deal with Fox that got brought into Disney when they bought out Fox, and they were looking for something to do with him. And he was the best director that Disney had on their books for Spielberg to hand this off to. And one of the things that is a modus operandi for Kathleen Kennedy is she usually likes to go with younger, more inexperienced directors because she has more control over them.
Exactly.
And these more established directors like Mangold, Jon Favreau, like these types of guys, Ron Howard, she has little to no input with them because they're experienced and they know better than she does. And so I think that Mangold getting put in place by Spielberg, and again, speculation, was just Spielberg's way of trying to isolate Indy from a lot of her influence. But I think that she still has a lot of influence.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think she can do what she does best, which is bitch and stomp her feet enough that she could probably, if nothing else, she can make Mangold's job very, very, very unpleasant to the point that he's just like, all right, I want to get this son of a bitch done so I don't have to mess with her ever again. But so I just don't trust her because look at Rain Johnson. Look at what she did to that poor guy. He
why
lost
can't
it.
he see that? I mean, he can't seem to understand that people can have concerns about, as you said, the foundational aspect of this production and still at the same time want it to be good and have hope for it to actually do well. They see any type of criticism as if it is, like you said, an attack on them personally, an attack on their politics, and all we want is a good movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I love him, but he looks like my grandpa when he got lost. Do you know what I mean? He looks like where the fuck what am I doing?
I don't know if you can see it here, but there's dots on his face. So I guess this is what Matt was referring to about the de-aging thing. So it's not like they don't know. Like it's not like they don't know that, you know, Harrison Ford is pushing up there, like his age.
They're not going to be able to change his mannerisms, though. He's still going to be an old man.
They might be doing a thing where they, you know, de-age him for the whole movie, kind of like how they did with Nick Fury for Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And so, like, maybe this story, you know, even though original Harrison Ford is acting out the role, it's going to be a young Indy that we see ultimately. That could be the big shocking twist that they're and one of the reasons why Mangold didn't want to, you know, share this stuff. But I mean, like I said, I hope that they know what they're doing. I hope that they deliver a good movie. And I personally, I know this is a controversial opinion, but I'd have just preferred them to reboot Indiana Jones with someone completely new.
I kind of did too, a little bit, because
well, they had a son. I mean, they could have gone in that direction.
Yeah, but nobody likes Shia LaBeouf.
That they had a son, though. You know. Because again, you don't really see that, you know, father-son dynamic too much anymore. Yeah, they could have recast him,
or recast Shia LaBeouf. Just put somebody else in there. It's like
I think Chris Pratt would have done amazing.
I think so too. I think he would have been great.
I think he would have been great, and if they would have shown me Chris Pratt was going to be in it, that would have been like, all right, let's
Stephanie. My nerdy home also pointed out his man boobs. I didn't even see it.
He does. Well, I mean, he's a 78-year-old man. And again, for 78, to me, he looks fantastic for 78 years old. But again, be reasonable. He is 78 years old. Come on. He's on up there. Yeah. I mean, he should be on a front porch surrounded by grandkids.
I think it's also because, like, and again, I don't want to get too political here, but you know, you have a really old president now that kind of yeah, like, so it's like as if
You don't want to say it.
I don't.
Well,
I mean,
funny enough, Harrison Ford is 4 months older than Biden.
oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, well, he's doing a lot better than Biden is because Biden can barely speak now. And I just find it so that it's almost like as if they're like, oh no, old people can do anything. And it's like they can do whatever anyone else can do. And I'm just like, well, but they're still very old. Like they should be chilling out. Like, at this age, you should be
That's
chilling
true,
out.
though. I mean, that's what our last president was 70-something years old. This is what apparently is, I don't know, the future of film? De-aging old people?
Yeah, de-aging old people. I mean, they did it with the new Scorsese movie. It was all about that. They had a bunch of really, really old people and they de-aged them. I mean, I love that movie, The Irishman. I thought it was a great movie, but...
We have some audio here of him yelling at the paparazzi.
Oh.
Get off my set.
So I heard you guys talking about my Batman statue. And
Yes.
Yes.
So funny enough, my girlfriend created an OnlyFans account for the Batman statue.
Did she really?
So if any of you ladies out there are lusting after Batman, you can just go to Bulletproof Package on OnlyFans and give them some money.
Oh my gosh, tell your fiance that I fucking love her. That is the best thing ever.
That's hilarious.
She wanted to come on the stream, but she's at a hockey watch party right now, so she wasn't able to do it. But she's one of the co-hosts of the Salty Nerd podcast, and we have a lot of fun kind of joking around on there. And one day we were filming, and Alex, the host, his head, the way the perspective of the camera was, Batman's package was right by his face. Oh. And we kept joking about it to the point where we had to change the camera angle because Alex was getting a little bit sensitive about it. And in honor of Batman's package being so prominent in that episode, Jude went and created an OnlyFans account for him. So,
oh my gosh! Well, you know what?
That.
This is toxic femme, and your girlfriend or your fiance sounds extremely toxic, and I think that she definitely should come on the show at some point. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because she sounds like she would fit in well.
Absolutely.
Here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know if you got a few minutes, Matt, but we have some super chats to run through. If you can stick around, go ahead.
I'm looking for an excuse not to get back to editing. So.
Or unless there was more to go over this indie stuff with. Yeah.
No, I think we pretty much.
Mangold was a man baby. Poor Matt here was in the crosshairs of it. And
yeah.
Well, what's crazy is just today, like the story's starting to get out, right? So on Sunday when it was fresh, all the fandom menace kind of picked up on it. Yeah. And then today. Newsbusters picked up on it, which means that it might get some mainstream exposure. But The Quartering put out a video. And after he put out a video on this, I started getting phone calls from people that I just know around the world. and they're like, dude, I saw you on The Quartering. Like, what's going on?
Oh, my God.
That is so, I mean, it's kind of cool, honestly, that your comment triggered dude this hard. Because, I saw somebody in the chat asking, did he keep tweeting? No, a man baby went on solid 12 hours attacking. Like he couldn't
sleep.
He was like everybody that was saying, all right, you're being kind of a dick here. He was going off on them. And his main thing was, y'all are judging something that it's not even done yet. We're in the first week.
But it's also not like it's never been done before. Like what fan has never, speculated or whatever?
We know.
I want to say something to that criticism because you're right, Mandy. They did use that argument a lot where you can't criticize something that doesn't exist yet because he hasn't shot the movie. It's their first week of production. As a filmmaker, I can tell you that at no point does this movie not exist. So first of all, you have 4 movies that came before it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, you have you got to have a completed script, going into a $100 million movie without a completed script. So the movie exists in script form, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It exists in the form that they've cast the movie, they built sets for the movie. The movie exists in one form or another. It's just not the completed form, which is eventually going to be theatrical release.
Right.
But it exists. They know what the story is. The story is there.
Right.
So, like the idea that we can't critique it or theorize about it or comment on it because we don't know what it is. It does exist. We can figure out what might be in it and comment on that.
Exactly.
There's really no.
But the dude was
the
so
people involved
douchey
in
about it because he was like, "Do you have this script?" No. It's like, dude, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
The thing is, you didn't even make a comment on the script. You were making a comment on the people involved, the people behind
involved.
the scenes.
And that we do know who is involved. And I'm sorry, you work with Kathleen Kennedy. I'm gonna be fucking concerned for that IP. I don't even care if it's one I don't
Luke
care
Skywalker.
about.
Like, fuck,
she killed him. She's not creative because it's more important to her to push an agenda than make a good story. Anytime she is on a set, I assume it's going to suck ass. It's going to suck balls.
Her whole shindig with Star Wars was the Force is female. It's like, are you going to make archaeology is just female? Like, is that what the new thing is going to be now?
I do want to address that for a second. This whole male female dynamic thing that Kathleen Kennedy has been pushing. I think that inherently there's nothing wrong with promoting female characters, female actresses,
of course not.
Females in the industry. I feel that you have to lift all boats, so you can't lift up female characters at the expense of male characters, especially ones that have been established for 30 years.
Right.
The best writers and the best producers and the best storytellers, they create strong characters across the board, no matter their gender or race or whatever. And what the common Hollywood mentality is that not only do we have to lift up the ones that have been in the minority or oppressed or whatever for decades, we have to punish the ones that have been in power. And that's not a good dynamic. And it really hurts the story at its fundamental level. So I think that this whole notion that like for instance, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, okay? I know that she's not popular. She's got some feminist leanings. Solo didn't do her any favors, but I do think she's very talented. I really enjoyed Killing Eve. I think she's a funny writer, a good actress. But the problem comes in when she starts pushing her politics into the stuff that she's involved in. So when it comes to her involvement in Indiana Jones, I'm not necessarily hardcore opposed to him passing the mantle on to a woman necessarily, but I feel like if it was a natural outgrowth of the Indiana Jones series, it would be fine, but it's not going to be because of the MO of these people before. Now, James Mangold might surprise us a little bit in how that's handled.
And that I agree with you because of the whole thing with Logan, because Logan and the way that he made Laura was very it was well done.
Yeah, he kind of passed the torch to X-23 or whatever her name was.
Exactly.
So it can be done well, but I just think that Indiana Jones as a franchise, it's based around the character Indiana Jones. And it's a fan, you can't change that because that's what fans want. If you want to do a female version of Indiana Jones, make a new character, make a new franchise. Like you said, Tomb Raider.
Yeah, we've already got, in my mind, we've already got one. We've already got a female version. So, and it's just, it goes back to that is what they continuously do, this swapping races, handing down the mantle, race swapping, all of that is not something that we're like, wow, this is really new and they might do it well. They've been doing it for years now. And at no point have I seen one that I thought they handled that really, really well. It just seems like it's bleh, enjoy it.
They don't put any effort into it. It doesn't.
The real issue there is that they believe that a character of color or a woman character can't succeed on their own. So they have to take an already successful character and swap them out in order to give that character a boost. Exactly. And that's the wrong way to go about doing it because that doesn't last. That creates a lot of animosity among fandom. But if you look at something like, for instance, Alita. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. So female character, you put her up against Rey from the start.
Oh God.
Okay. So Rey was done wrong.
Yeah.
Alita was done correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is possible to take female characters, put them at the forefront of a movie, and have audiences love them.
Yeah.
Right? And it's also capable of having audiences hate them if you treat them wrongly.
Right.
So the whole issue here is how Hollywood approaches this stuff. And under Kathleen Kennedy, they have approached it in a very wrong way by trying to change what's already there and force feed it to the audience, as opposed to organically setting stuff up. It's like, hey, here's Mara Jade. Let's see her story, as opposed to like, here's Rey Skywalker, and you're going to like her whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it comes
I
down
wanted
to
to like Rey. I wanted to like Rey a lot, and I started to at the very beginning, and then it was like, oh, what?
But they did nothing with her character, and that's the thing. It seems very cheap and very lazy. Their approach to it, and it isn't as if you don't have great female characters and great minority characters that exist. They don't have faith in them, but they just don't want to spend the money either. They don't want to invest.
They also have bad writers. And character building.
Right, and they do not believe what they are preaching. That is the problem. They do not believe. There is all this woman power, the forces, female, blah, blah, blah. They don't even believe that shit, or they would make the fucking characters fit that and make them awesome. They don't even buy it. They don't buy their own bullshit.
And the proof is in the pudding. When they take an established female character that is strong, they destroy her, like Sarah Connor.
Exactly.
And they ignore all the women in the. That's the other thing that bothers me more so is it's like pissing all over the lineage of women in both, directors, writers, actresses, comedians who have been around for generations and are always overlooked. Everybody from your Lucille Ball all the way up to Roseanne Barrs as far as comedians go. And we had stronger female directors in the 80s and 90s than we do now. Penelope Spheris. We had what's her face from Laverne and Shirley. God damn it, I just forgot her name. Penny Marshall.
There you go.
You had, all these other directors that were around, and what do we have now that is really worth a shit? Maybe it's just because they're not that good. And it's not just the women. There's a lot of the same thing I could say about a lot of the new men. And that's what sucks about Mangold is he is a veteran director. He has been around. He has a proven track record. And in fact, some of his worst is better than most people's best. So I'm not going to take that away from him. But I said it pretty simple earlier, and I think Script Doctor's tweet and many others have said the same sentiment all this time. All he had to say was, look, I get it. It's Steven Spielberg. I wouldn't want to go watch an Indiana Jones movie without Steven Spielberg directing. I can understand that. But hey, I'm a huge fan and I think I can do a good job. Give me a chance. And he even responded to something like that, saying that shouldn't be something he should be saying. It's like, no, motherfucker, that's exactly what you should be saying. And he even was making fun of, somebody's just supposed to say sorry and shit like that if it's not good. Yes, exactly is what you're supposed to say if it's not good. Because then you know what? The audience will respect you. That's the thing is people made fun of fucking, and they still make fun of him after he's passed away, sadly, Joel Schumacher for Batman and Robin. But guess what? We respected his ass because he took the blame for it.
Yeah.
But they hate us. They don't want our respect. They do
hate us.
They take everything so personally that they don't want us to enjoy what they're creating.
I honestly feel like Kathleen Kennedy hands everybody a little how to deal with toxic fans, a little manuscript. Okay, now that you're on,
not wrong.
Lucas,
wasn't that what the Imagineering thing was? That's
it. Yeah,
Imagining Tomorrowland or whatever. Fucking
True enough. They don't like their fans.
Paid in.
Yeah, they don't like their fans. So, all right, let's grab these super chats. Right?
Okay, just one last question though, Matt. I did hear that you did get a somewhat of an apology or something. Did you actually get an apology?
Kind of a roundabout one. Once he realized that I wasn't actually a journalist, he was kind of like, well, I guess you're entitled to your opinion.
Oh, okay. That kind of apology. Oh,
I mean, around the end, when he was coming to the end of his 12-hour Twitter spree, he kind of eventually kind of rolled around to that. I wouldn't necessarily call it an apology. It was more just oops, my bad, peace out.
The one you're talking about, he's more Matt's entitled to his opinion and so am I, and that's how it basically ends. That's about as close as
you got an agree to disagree in a Britney Spears form?
Oh, wow.
That's
when he put down the crack pipe finally. All right, perfect.
Well, I would love to have James come on to my podcast and let us interview him. We actually interviewed another director who did this mockumentary called And God Spoke it was the first and only interview that we did on camera. We actually interviewed the people who did Fat Man as well, the two brothers, with Mel Gibson. But I would love to get James Mangold on the podcast and just, have a
That
chat.
would be amazing. That would be amazing if
I know he'd never do it.
No.
I would love to have a chat with him about what happened.
I mean, I would love to have a chat with Kathleen Kennedy, but I mean,
I wouldn't. I'm afraid
Me
she'd
either.
turn me. I'm afraid that by the end of the conversation, my armpit hair will be down to my ankles.
Hey,
And
don't
I
get
will-
ahead of ourselves.
and I will be losing my
God.
shit. Because
All
she
all
runs off
right,
on
super
people.
chats. Okay.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
get to the
so-
super chats, but I just want to say this to Slithering Peanut. Sure, you're not going to win all of them. Simon Kinberg's like Klutzman. You just got to get him the fuck out of Hollywood. They belong behind a desk somewhere pushing papers, and that's about it.
Yeah.
That is very true. Let's see. Here we got Sonic X2 for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Hashtag Mandy Sutra. That's right, y'all. I do have a new move. Before this stream ends, I will show y'all the newest move in the Mandy Sutra.
Oh,
You guys are gonna love it, and you
Very
can try it out
excited.
later on. So
Ooh.
there we go.
stay tuned, everybody. It's gonna be great. Okay, Jane, you wanna go?
Yeah,
ahead?
Stephen on with a $5 super chat. He says, "Hail Nina, Mandy, Jane, Tom, Riches, and Midnighters. Don't forget to donate to Bird of Praise GoFundMe page."
Oh yeah, definitely do that. It did get funded though. Thank
It did.
everybody in PJ's stream earlier on Dark Matter Monday. We got it funded, but yes, definitely.
I'm sure
The
any
more-
more you can
the
send
more-
will help.
yes,
So I shared
exactly.
the link earlier, and I'll probably share it again here soon. So
Any more, it would all be better. So thank you guys so much. We have such a good community here. So we got Lugnuts 6 for $5. Hey bud. Says if it's Monday night, it's my 3 beautiful heavenly heartlights, Mandy, Nina, Jane with 3 hearts, and their bodyguard Sir Tom of the Midnight Realm.
Oh Lord, you done knighted them?
how you doing?
Ah, shit.
Oh,
Oh
he
no.
has a title.
Now he has a title. Now he's going to be walking around acting like Lord Douche.
Unlimited power.
See what you did, Lug Nuts. You done fired him up. Let's see here. We got fake name for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Pretty as Emilia Clarke is, being kicked out of a comic book shop is dumber than Juicy Smollett meeting 2 MAGA guys in Chicago at 3 a.m. in negative 14 degrees. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will get into that as soon as
We're
we
gonna-
get
yeah.
the super chats
Yeah.
because this, I
That
don't
was
even know
next
what.
level.
Yeah, it is
So
next level
accurate.
bullshit on that one.
Max with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Says, "Sending some love from one toxic female to all 3 lovely toxic females tonight."
Oh, so
Hi,
nice.
Max.
Hey,
Thank
Meg.
you.
And then we got Coughtron for $5. Says, thanks for the shaved pits. Can someone tell Emilia Clarke?
Somebody needs to. Somebody needs to let her know.
Oh.
Matt, does your fiance shave her pits?
Yes, she does.
Perfect.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Then she fits in here perfectly. Let's see. We got Roger H, and he has sent us $1.99 thumbs up. Thank you so much,
Yay,
Love Bug.
Roger. Yay.
Mr. Tickle Trunk with $2 Canadian super chat. Thank you. He says, "Word removed by YouTube is a hell of a drug."
Oh yes, yes it is. And then we had the Midnight Mike one, which we read. So EVA Unit 4A for $5 says, anyone else see the irony in Disney cracking down on social media tags and then KK back Mangold blows that out of the water weeks later? LOL, hashtag toxic fam. Absolutely, man. That's what I'm saying. Like Lucasfilm just keeps putting their foot in their mouth like over and over. And it's just, it's weird.
It seems like you would tell somebody if they started working for you in your Lucasfilm, you'd be like, okay, look, you need to get off all social media or hand your password over. We have somebody here that is going to run your account throughout the process of making this movie. You are no longer allowed.
Mhm.
You focus on being creative and doing your thing, and we'll handle social media. But
Right.
yeah,
Like,
what do I know?
Why do you have 12 hours to spare? Get to work.
Right. Do something. People's concerned. You need to not worry so much and fix this shit. Let's see. Coftron for $7.50. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Mandy, totally age 'em. Seriously, but Harrelson is the best of Indy 4 and Force Awakens. Same with Indy 5. But just quit it. Indy 3 was the end. I personally, I think there are 3 Indy films. Anything else is kind of it goes on par with, they're creatively bankrupt. They can't come up with nothing new. So they're just going to keep sticking bullshit onto big name titles, in my opinion.
The Great Muda with a $2 super chat. He says, ladies.
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
You know what? We have Dash D's next, but it sounds like that's for you, Mandy. So go for it.
All right. Dash D's for $5 Canadian. Thank you so much. Like, oh my God, Mandy. Why is Moldy Guy melting down on Emilia Clarke's mom? Like, what?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then we have Orville Nation. Yay. PJ for $5 says 5K hit for Bird of Prey. Special thanks to Andre, Tom, and Nina, and everyone who supported the and retweeted. This is what our community is about, and has like clapping faces. Yay! So yay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Coftron with a $2 super chat. He says, Cavill Girl Crush Gush confirmed.
Oh, yeah. I don't think any of us will deny that.
That's a given.
No. We will also admit most of us are not really giant fans of Aquaman, but by God, when they put down, well, I didn't like the comics. I never liked him as a superhero. I liked him as Jason Momoa. Now that I liked, Aquaman was never my favorite superhero. He was always,
he's funny.
Yeah, but I take the Jason Momoa version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Lorena wants the Jason Momoa version.
I know. I'm going to get her a big cutout for her birthday.
Yes.
Well, ladies, I hate to do this, but Matt has to get running. And,
Okay.
so we're going to bid him adieu. Check out the Salty Nerd podcast. Anything else that the folks should check out, Matt, at all?
Yeah, if you go to saltynerdvideo.com, that'll take you right to our YouTube channel. We do 3 shows a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We tend to do shows based around themes. So like, themes for movies like ninja movies or bad sequels or something like that. And we'll review like 3 movies. Our kind of goal is to be like a Tim Pool of movie review shows. It's kind of like a talk show. And we really kind of focus more on the comedy and the entertainment as opposed to, drama or news or like whatever. So it's basically a bunch of people sitting at a bar talking about movies, having fun. That's the vibe that we're going for. And ladies, thank you so much for having me on. And
thank you for being here.
Before you go, we got to do this Larry one, especially.
Yeah,
so.
Mandy.
Mandy, you're on.
Okay. Oh my God, Mandy, there's a Matt Radish on stream. Like, what?
Well, thank you so much for the kind words and the defense of my person and my podcast. We really appreciate it. And if anyone out there wants to, come check out our videos and subscribe to our channel, we're also on Apple Podcast and Spotify, all the podcast networks. You can find us there. So thank you, ladies, so much. Go check out saltynerdvideo.com. And
Absolutely.
I'll catch you all at the next big controversy when I piss off someone in Hollywood.
Yeah, which you will. So bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, he'll be back next week.
Yeah, he'll be back next week after the new drama that will happen.
Lord help him if he decides to comment on Emilia Clarke.
He's not due for like another 7 months.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. Let's see. What do we have here? Fake name for $2. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies. Oh,
hey.
Hi, Tom. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Oh my goodness. And then we have Valiant Renegade for $5 says Spielberg is being paid for his name and at this point, so Disney can use it to pump up the movie. That's true.
I believe that. I believe that 100%. Mm-hmm. I don't think.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't think Spielberg has anything to do with this. I think he's washed his hands. I think that they are just using the name.
Yeah, if he had anything to do with it, I think they would have said so by now.
Oh, you know they would have.
Well, and also you would have seen his picture on the freaking set. Like there's
Right?
there's been no, like with all these pictures that have been leaked, you haven't seen a single one of Steven Spielberg, have you? I haven't.
I haven't.
No.
I ain't seen shit.
Golftron with a $5 super chat. Thank you. He says, I really liked Ready Player One, the book. Spielberg blew it as a movie. Sad.
Oh, really? I like the movie a lot.
I didn't say it.
It was okay.
I didn't even attempt it.
I liked it.
I've never read the book, but my understanding is he avoided a lot of his references, which really kind of was part of the problem, and then they changed a bunch of stuff. But I'd have to read the book to compare. But
I have to read the book.
I thought the movie was meh. My issue mainly with the movie was you're referencing all this 80s shit.
Yeah.
Yet like 2/3 of the stuff that you're showing is from like the newer versions, like the modern versions.
Oh, that's lame.
Like kind of like what they did with the Transformers and stuff.
Yeah, speaking of, there's a modern Transformer in it from my recollection, and there was like the modern Ninja Turtles. They weren't like the 80s Ninja Turtles, and Freddy was the newer Freddy, not the Robert Englund Freddy. And yeah, Chucky was similar, but he was like CGI and he just looked weird.
Yeah.
And there were some other cool Easter eggs here and there, but like King Kong was more of a generic King Kong and some other stuff like that. But yeah.
I don't know. I still enjoyed it. I guess especially because it wasn't woke and it wasn't shit. So I was like, yeah, I like this movie.
But is that where we are now?
Yes, we are, Jane.
No, that is where we're at. Yeah, that's where we're at.
That's where I'm at. I don't know where everyone else is at, but that's where
I'm at too. That's what I'm at too. It doesn't have to be great anymore. Now just make it where it's not woke and at least makes the half fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's a speck of sense in it that I'm like, damn, that's gonna win an award this year. I get really excited about it because
nominate that movie for an Oscar. Let's go.
Let's go. It made sense. Fuck right. Let's do it. Yeah. Ridiculous. I don't know whose turn it is. Jane, I think it's you.
Sure. Golftron with a $5 super chat says, Tom, how's the one doing that was having problems 2 weeks ago? I'm bad with names, but donated and concerned.
Yeah, Golftron, I already addressed that. And yeah, that was Christy. I know it helped out quite a bit. I mean, like I said, of course, things are still tough. But hey, she did thank me personally after the show. So I just extend that to all of you who helped out. So thank you very much on her behalf.
Yay. I'm glad that she's doing a little better. Okay, Mandy.
Sonic X2 for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Hashtag Mandy Sutra. Like what? Like I said, you guys, it's coming. I got a good one for y'all too. I done made up a really, really good one. I didn't draw it because I thought about drawing it, and then I thought, no, Andre will absolutely kill me if I start drawing pictures for my Karma Sutra. So I am going to demonstrate because I can do it better.
Oh my God. Tell everybody, share the link. Things are going to be happening in this stream here.
I think it would be amazing either way.
You don't want to miss it. This is amazing. No,
I'm gonna, and y'all are gonna love it, and y'all are gonna love the name.
I'm in full support of it, whatever it is.
Tsukiyomi for 99 for $5. Thank you so much. Says, as someone who spent the latter half of 2020 in the hospital, I just wanted to say, stay strong, Bird of Prey 5. Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so sweet.
That's rough though. That's rough.
Yeah. Golftron with a $2 super chat says, yeah, didn't watch, what was it? Ford versus Ferrari.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Logan, but had hopes. Sad.
Yeah.
Did you watch it, Mandy? Did you watch Logan?
I did not. The movies I've seen that Mangold did, which I thought were amazing. I watched Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash movie. He did Girl Interrupted, which was one of my favorite movies when I was younger.
Yeah.
Again, it has Winona Ryder at the lead. I am a huge Winona Ryder fan, and it was really the first thing I ever saw Angelina Jolie in. So, I mean, that was the first time I ever saw her
like
as
herself,
anything.
though.
She
like a
did.
Psycho bitch.
She did a psycho bitch, and she did amazing though. So I thought those were good.
Dude, girl, I highly recommend Logan and Ford versus Ferrari, especially Ford versus Ferrari, because there's like amazing looking guys with hot cars, and it's just really
sold.
Good. Yeah,
I'm sold on that now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just good.
See, I heard car names, and I'm like, oh, cars. Okay.
Ford versus Ferrari was really, really good. Yeah.
I have to watch
Logan
that.
was amazing to me.
I love Logan. So, I mean, Mandy, you're into comics. You should watch Logan.
I should. I just hadn't got around to it.
Mm-hmm.
My list of stuff I need to do is this freaking long. I can't seem to find time to do nothing.
Girl, I hear you.
Plus, honestly, I don't know if any of you guys in the chat are the same way, or you ladies are the same way. I haven't been watching a lot of movies. I haven't been watching a lot of TV recently. And it's because of the way it is now. It's just, every time I think, oh, I'm really, really, really going to like this. And, oh, it's an IP that I love and da-da-da-da. I sit down and I watch it and I get really even like the Joker movie. I know I'm probably the only one that's like this, but I sat down. I was so excited for the Joker movie. I was like, hell yes, a Joker movie. Fuck right. And I sit down and it did not feel at all like I was watching a Joker movie until like the last, 15 minutes of the movie. It was just really, really sad and depressing and did not feel like I was watching the Joker. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know.
You know what, Mandy? I'm completely like in the same boat as you. So I've been watching like old stuff. Like the other night, I was watching Midnight Run, like for the first time. I'd never seen that movie. It's a Robert De Niro movie, and I loved it so much. But I've been watching like 80s movies and just like movies I had never seen before that flew under my radar.
Yep.
And just I'm really enjoying it because it's really fun. But I'm not watching anything new anymore.
No, and I don't know if that's everybody or if that's just us, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I don't want to waste another 2 hours of my time. My time is more valuable to me.
Yeah, I've set a date, like 2016 before that. Like I'll watch it, but before, like if it's 2016 or after, like no.
Yeah, it's just,
Well, I do reviews, so I have to take the hit for everyone.
Thank goodness for you ladies that do those, because
technically I'm supposed to do that too, but I've been like that. Like, no, I'm out on this shit.
Like, have you watched The Bad Batch yet?
No, I don't watch Disney Star Wars. Like, no.
Didn't even attempt it.
What's up, Tom?
Hi, Tom. I just want to say hello to these ladies here from Force of Light Entertainment. I met them earlier on Yeti's stream. Maybe we'll have to have them on one of these days, maybe next week or something, if we can work it out. DM me one of you guys on Twitter. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, very, very cool. We love seeing other ladies in the fandom. So, hi, how are you? You should watch Girl Interrupted, though. It really is. It is good. It's a good movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a really, really good chick flick. And not chick flick like love story or anything like that. It's a good movie. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Nice.
So Marilyn's, is it my turn? I don't know.
Yeah. It's yours. Yeah. We'll say it's yours.
Marilyn's in for $5. In a way, I'm happy these jerks are openly hostile towards the plebeians, like us lowly folks. I've known for years these people see us as a cattle, and now so does everyone. Yeah. I mean, it's true. They think they're above it all. It's really freaking annoying.
They really do. I'm just glad their little awards are getting canceled over and over again, because I was so tired of watching these self-involved celebrities talk about how amazing they are and celebrate being celebrities, and it's like, fuck you and your Oscars.
Yeah, and I like how
awards.
Yeah, and I like how their like talk shows are getting canceled. So like when I heard Ellen was canceled, I was like,
yeah, I did.
Finally.
No kidding, right?
Ralph laugh from The Simpsons.
Me too. Like
or Nelson. Yeah, Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson.
You did that really good, by the way.
Thank you. Let's see. Is it me?
Yeah. No, it's Jayne.
Oh, it's me. House Atreides with a $5 Canadian super chat. Could this be KK telling Mangold how toxic the fans are, and he is buying her evil crap? This is classic KK move.
Yeah, that is it.
His phone.
That is my. That is my
suspicion.
All along. That is what I think, because I mean, look at it like this. everybody that works with Kathleen Kennedy on something that is Disney/Lucasfilm, right? This is how they treat the fans. So it almost seems like there is a format in place of how to deal, because in their mind, we're all toxic, right? So, I mean, you know, they don't feel like they're dealing with normal people. In their mind, they are dealing with toxic assholes that are just trying to bring them down. And yeah, I think Kathleen Kennedy's dirty little filthy hamster fingers are in a lot of this, is all I'm saying.
I think so too.
I think so too. And now I'm starting to crack myself up, like just imagining the fact that she probably stole his phone and like did all of that. And then like, and she was like, 1, 2, 3 are amazing. Cause she's like referring to herself.
Yeah. It's amazing. Are you kidding me? She's so, no,
That lady. I think it's your turn. Maybe?
Okay. All right. Caesar, Caesarian JPN. If I said your name wrong, I'm so sorry, love that. But for $2, thank you. So glad Indiana Jones had 3 films. Sarcasm. Right? No, that's how I feel. Indiana Jones has 3. And the 3 that he had were amazing. Personally, my favorite with the second one. I like Temple of Doom the best. It was always my favorite.
I didn't hate the 4th one, honestly. I didn't hate
it. Did you not?
I didn't hate it either.
I just didn't. I didn't like it. I didn't hate it. It's not. But like, I'm not going to sit down and watch it again. You know what I mean? Like, I watched it once. I feel like I've given it the time it deserved, the one time, and you know, now even if it's on like TBS for free, I'm just gonna hit the button and keep on and going. Watch SpongeBob or something.
I didn't despise it or anything. Like I don't feel about it the way I do about Disney Star Wars.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Again, I don't like. I wouldn't be like Mandy. Like if it was on for free or something like that on TV and it happened to be on, I would just like leave it on in the background and like do my nails or something. Like,
so I'd rather hear
pay attention to it. But so Marilyn Zid for $5 says, "How ironic! Ride the coattails of more successful men and then shit on men once you're established. So why hire women?" Well, we do have a lot to offer, especially the talented ones. Wait. Nudge, nudge.
The Blank Podcast with Ian Slater with a $2 super chat says, "Good to see old man Indy." Yeah, no, it's not. Thank you. It's just not.
Well, it's not.
It's just not.
No, it makes me feel sad, you know, because that's like, I remember looking up to him so much as a kid. You know what I mean? He had a very father-like presence to me. So it's seeing this man that I always thought was so strong and so powerful, and he's, you know, he's Indiana Jones, he's Han Solo, he's just this amazing guy. And now he just looks like, you know, like I want to bring him some ice cream and you know, watch some watch some Andy Griffith with him. I just
want him to read me like old storybooks while he's
read me the Princess Bride. Exactly. I want to watch some Andy Griffith with him and give him some ice cream.
This is a story of 3 little pigs. First little pig.
That's as far as he can make it.
I'll blow your house down.
It's like, Grandpa,
get out of my house.
No, he is getting on up there. Bless his heart. He is, though.
So. That's sad. Wait, whose turn is it? What?
No clue.
It's yours.
Is it? Okay. Ash Lockhart for $10. Thank you so much. Says, "Here is the reality these rich, stupid people don't understand. It does not matter if fans were wrong or right. Trash talking the very people that you need in order to make money is the worst look to have." And you are so right. Like, that's one of the comments that I made on that tweet where he was making fun of the basement when Mangold was making fun of the basement. I was like, is this really like what you want to be doing? These are the people who buy your merch. Like the people, this is the person that would buy an indie statue or like buy indie merch if you made a great movie, and then you're here dissing this dude. Like, why?
They don't seem to understand the connection. Like, they think that by doing this, they can attract new fans. But the so-called new fans aren't interested, and they're not as invested. They're not going to spend the money They're not going to buy the toys. They think all that stuff is silly. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It's so weird. It's like that's what your job is, though. Your job is to make a great movie in order for people to be like, yeah, I want to buy like that indie pop or whatever, that indie new hat and indie new whatever, like shirt, backpack, merch, whatever, anything, right?
Right.
That's the whole point. And this dude's like coming in here and like making fun of everybody for doing that. Like that is
You
nerd
got
culture.
Indiana Jones backpack? I want one.
Yeah, I mean, making fun of dude's Batman statue, like that's merchandise for DC. He paid money for that, or somebody in that group did. And that thing wasn't cheap. I can look at that and tell that was not some little cheap statue. They paid a lot of money for that. So why would you turn away people that spend money on merchandise?
They would rather go broke.
Yeah.
They'd
rather go broke.
Jane. They would.
Ridiculous. I hope they get what they want.
Raymond,
No, go ahead, love.
Raymond Hoey with a $10 super chat says, simple solution for HF's age playing Indy now. Hire Anthony Ingruber, who played a young version of his character in The Age of Adeline. He looks, sounds, and acts just like a younger Ford.
Really?
Ooh, I don't know this person
Yeah,
at
he's
all.
great. He actually did an audition tape, and you can find it on YouTube, where he does a bunch of like Harrison Ford lines and shit. It's great.
Really?
He looks just like, and he's already played him once. So like, yeah, like Rambles, the dude's perfect. Why? Okay, here's the thing that's so stupid. They didn't hire him because they felt like he was just doing, quote, an imitation of Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, they wanted this other kid, what is his name? Elton, whatever, what the fuck is his? Which one did they end up picking? I can't remember what his name is. Anyway, they ended up having to get the fucking acting coach for him because the kid couldn't act.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great.
So they would have been better off getting Anthony Ingruber to begin with.
Great.
Are you talking about the guy in Solo that they picked?
Yeah, the kid they picked in Solo, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they had to bring in an acting coach to make him act more like Harrison Ford.
So ridiculous.
Oh, that's
that
so
was
lame.
the whole point. I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of missed
this,
that point, but yeah.
I'm looking up this guy's picture because I didn't know what he looks like, but you guys are right.
He looks like Harrison Ford.
He does look like Harrison Ford. Man, this
and he
is
sounds
crazy.
like him too. Check out his scene from Age of Adeline.
I'm gonna have to, but this is just so the audience.
Yeah, he looks
is aware.
just like him, like a
That's
young
him.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Wow.
He does.
Wow.
And
Very
yet,
cool.
and yet, that is not the direction they chose to go. I see.
It's almost like they think to themselves, would fans enjoy this? Oh, they would, so we can't do that.
That is
Let's do the
exactly what they do.
opposite.
That is exactly what they do. They're tormentors.
Yeah, Alan Olin-Wrench or whatever fuck his name was. That
Jane, have you seen Age of Adeline?
I have. I don't remember it though.
Oh, you don't remember it?
No.
Oh, I remember this movie. I just like looked it up. It was all right. I liked it. I remember this movie. I enjoyed it. It's very girly. Like it's a very
problem is what Prophet said here. It's not so much that he was too much like Harrison Ford or anything like it. It was probably because he was too manly. I guarantee you.
That very well could be. That
probably
could be.
too toxic.
They don't like
Not
men.
non-binary enough like fucking
Yeah.
Solo Boy was.
Oh, that's probably what it was. You're
It
right.
doesn't fit the new deconstructed Han Solo thing.
Too much testosterone.
Yeah.
I hate that in men when they're all men. Damn y'all for being men.
Is it bad that I was scratching myself while you were saying that?
No, that's perfect.
That's
that makes
very
it.
manly
That
of
makes
you.
it very manly. Yes, that's what I like to hear.
Oliver Closeoff for $2 says, "Hello, my friends and beautiful ladies. Hello.
Hey, how are you, Oliver?
Hi.
Let's say Cop Trump for $2. Thank you so much. The Force is female. Hello, Cara Dune. Yeah, she was too normal. She's honestly, that's the best thing for her. She is a sweet human being, and God knows if she would have stayed in Hollywood for another 10, 20 years, she could have turned into a crazy person too, because there's something in the water. So
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, because you'll notice when they're smaller stars, they're still kind of normal. But it's after years and years and years of drinking the Kool-Aid in Hollywood that they become absolutely fucking wackadoo, right? So if you can get in and get the fuck out, you're probably going to be okay.
It's funny that you say that, is because I was just watching like Midnight Run, like I said, with Robert De Niro, and he used to be one of my favorite actors. Like he was my favorite actor, and then he is now. I'm just like, oh god, like I have to separate like the actor from the craft kind of thing.
Right.
Like when I watch his movies,
Yeah.
same thing with Mark Hamill. I'm just like, oh my god, the guy's like absolutely lost his shit. Like he's lost his mind. TDS just entirely destroyed him. And so like I have to, like when I watch Star Wars, I have to absolutely disconnect myself from, you know, the actor from the craft. And I can usually do that when it like there's no like pedophilia involved or anything like that. Like I can you know, I can
you can disassociate the right.
Yeah.
But he isn't necessarily trash. Like he isn't hostile with what he posts. The stuff these people post is just mean-spirited.
It is. So to make fun of somebody's like home or make fun of, which is what, you know, your shitty little studio, your basement. I mean, that's cruel. It's mean. You know, how long has it been since you fuck those assholes? I'm sorry. I can't.
It's evil.
It is. It's very, it's absolutely 100% fucking evil. Yeah.
Jayne, it's your turn.
Oh, Adam Wolfer with a $10 super chat says the problem is that they can't write a three-dimensional character. It's more about their ideology. But please don't talk about Mara Jade too much, or we will get her, and she won't be Mara Jade from the EU.
She'll be black. I'll tell you that much right now.
Well, she'll be black, but she'll be trans something.
Okay.
And she'll be masculine.
Played by Peter Dinklage in black.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
weird haircut.
She'll definitely not have red hair. That's all I know.
No, they
purple.
They don't like the redheads for some reason. It's the strangest thing, man. Redheads are, y'all got it bad in Hollywood.
Actually, Tom, I know like this, I don't want to get off topic, but Tom, I did notice that you shared something about the Little Mermaid and it was like some black girl. I was like, what is this?
Well, we knew for a while that she was cast, who was cast. And we've already been through the whole race swap business, which I also brought up the point, then why aren't they swapping Eric as well? But hey, or whatever. But then these leak photos from the set, and they're like in modern clothing and shit. So I guess people are like, wait a minute, is this like a modern remake? So it's kind of off the beaten path for Disney, but it's like they either go to one extreme or the other. It's either a fucking shot for shot remake like The Lion King, or it's just so far from the original. It's like, what are you doing? Like I remember like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin kind of falling down that rabbit hole a little bit.
Yeah, definitely Aladdin.
I didn't know that they were even making a movie though, because when we were talking about all that stuff, that's when they were doing that weird play where they
they announced it at the same time.
Yeah, same time. Yeah, it was all right at the same time. They were doing the play, and then
so there is a movie that I didn't know.
Oh yeah. We're getting a live action.
But it sounds like it's going from bad to worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking garbage.
Who asked for a live action Little Mermaid?
And while we were live, I learned that we're also getting another race swap.
Which one?
Oh, I know you're perfect strangers. Your fucking cousin
of all
Laurie.
fucking things. Like nothing is sacred. I can't have nothing.
Cousin Laurie and cousin Valky are fucked on this one because now they're black women.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's.
Can they stop? Just stop.
This is
stuff. We were wrong. We don't want to be included anymore. If this is what we're doing, let's just restart in 20 years.
The world looks perfect. Nothing to rearrange.
Jayne.
Sometimes
I just get a feeling like I need some kind of change.
Okay, I got a prediction. I got a prediction for you guys.
She's good at this.
I'm good. I'm good at predicting. Okay, they got Perfect Strangers, right? So what's next? What can they do to really bring in the change in the world right now?
I'm nervous right now, Mandy. I'm
you ready?
nervous.
You ready? Three's Company with homosexual guys, and that's the main problem, is because the two guys are gay and the girls there being all kinds of like Ally McBeal in a way, and then you got like the character that played Don Knotts coming in having the big issue with them being gay, but then they're okay with it because
oh my god, they're probably totally gonna do that, but they're gonna do it like gay, trans, and non-binary.
Actually, I hate to tell you this, Mandy.
What?
Somebody already put that something similar to that on my original tweet from the Perfect Strangers story. They said it's Three's Company, but okay, because the original joke of Three's Company was they let Jack live with the two ladies because he was pretending to be gay.
To be gay, right. He was
so now it'll be the other way around. He's going to have to be a gay guy pretending to be straight.
What?
Yeah. You know what? I totally fucked up on that because I forgot Three's Company. Like I mixed it up. I was thinking two men and a baby, or three men and a baby.
Two men and a little lady.
That one. That 3 men and a baby or whatever.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna do it so that one of them is gay, one of them is trans, and one of them is like non-binary, and they're all raising a little kid. Like that's probably next too.
You're giving them ideas.
Well, that's okay because these we can laugh about. Yeah. What are they going to do with Three's Company?
And the
all
two
the main
girls
characters
will
are
have
good.
to they'll be lesbians, but they'll have to pretend they're straight.
Right, because the patriarchy doesn't like it. They don't like it.
How dare they be?
I'm helping y'all. I'm a helper.
I know.
No, but Three's Company just goes to show you how it. Like, never mind. I'm just gonna get over.
Freaking Mangold and Kathleen Kennedy are watching this show. We just gave them so many shows, you guys.
You're welcome.
I want white Family Matters. I want a white Steve Urkel.
You ain't getting no white Steve Urkel.
I know nobody really wants another Urkel out there.
Nobody. Then I do that. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants another.
I want a race swap Fresh Prince. Can we get that?
This is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. I'd like to tell a minute. Just sit right there. Yeah, except for it's the Fresh Prince of Philadelphia, because he went from being a rich boy in Beverly Hills to go living with his uncle and auntie in Philadelphia.
That's it.
And he learns how critical race theory is important, and he's had nothing but white privilege his whole life.
He goes to an HBCU. It's a whole thing.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
He pledges a fraternity.
They would never do that, man. Are you kidding? They would.
I bet you they do. I can see it. I can literally like close my eyes and picture it. Who do you think they're going to have play jazz?
Oh,
somebody
you
really
guys
white.
Do realize they are already making the Fresh Prince as well, right?
Yeah,
no, they're not.
But this one is actually going to probably be decent, though.
No, this is actually going to be legit. This is
why it's worse.
Okay, because what it was is I don't know if you saw it or not, but this kid did like a proof of concept trailer to take the story of Fresh Prince but make it more realistic and more serious. And he put it out there, and Will Smith fell in love with it, and they got like a 2-season order from NBC.
I don't like it.
From HBO? I thought it was HBO.
I think it's going to be on Peacock.
Maybe.
Because NBC owns the original Fresh Prince show.
Yeah, I don't know. Make something new, God damn it! Make something.
Oh no, you're right.
New.
Yeah, well, Warner Brothers owns it, but Peacock picked it up. You're right, Nina. It might be on. I don't know if it's going to be on HBO Max. I'll have to check into that.
My friend.
Because you're right. Because HBO Max was because Warner Brothers owned the original show.
Yeah, my friend works on that set. It's gonna be legit. They're doing like the whole.
Oh, they're already working on it.
Oh yeah, it's already been.
Yeah, check out that trailer. I hope that trailer is real representative of what they're gonna do. Because if it is, it looks interesting.
But why do we need a serious version of it?
At first, I said the same thing till I watched that trailer, and I'm like, all right.
Jane, I don't think it is a serious version. It's just like a reunion because they have. Oh no,
you're talking about the reunion?
Yeah,
no. I'm talking about something completely different,
like a reboot.
Yeah, it's like a reboot.
Oh, they're doing that too. I didn't know they were going to do that.
Yes, yeah, that's going to be on Peacock. But you're right. The reunion thing is on Warner.
I was talking about the reunion.
No, I don't know. Here, let me see if I can. While you guys finish up some super chats, I'll bring up the trailer.
No, I don't know about all this. I don't know because I felt like it already had serious parts built into it.
The reboot I've seen the trailer, and I'm not down at all because I was like, cares? Like, I want the humor. That was the whole point of Fresh Prince.
We don't
Yeah.
need another hood story.
Exactly, Jane. Thank
Down
you.
and the cops, all this crap.
I
Fine.
will never forget the point where on Fresh Prince, the thing that made me always say Will Smith is an amazing actor is when he's talking to Uncle Phil about why doesn't my dad love me? Why don't I matter? And that to me, they did feel some. It was very humorous, but they also put some real shit
Really
in there. Really serious shit in there. You know what I mean?
But it always balanced out with the humor. That's what was so good.
That's what was so great about it. So
But,
I don't know.
Tom, if you want to pull up the trailer,
Yeah,
you should still do
I'll
that.
watch. I'll give the trailer a chance.
It was
Well, Mandy's the only one who's seen it though, or hasn't.
No, we've
seen
all
it.
seen it.
No, I've seen
No,
This
I
is the
haven't
only one
seen
who
it.
hasn't seen it. Is what I meant.
Yeah, so
But
that's fine. Who cares? She'll watch it now. Let's see. Wait, that's not a super chat. Okay, here we go.
No, we're on Larry.
We're on Larry. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
Larry for $2. Name's so good you gotta say it twice. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Oh my God, Mandy. We did this. And oh my God, Mandy, there's a Matt Radish on stream. Like,
Okay, so Steamed It Mascot, thank you so much for $2. Says, hey, Toxic Ladies, TM? Is that, that's trademark.
Trademark.
Trademark. Ready for Mandy's bug, trademark.
Maryland's ID with a $2 super chat says, Mandy Sutra page 1, Froggy style.
Froggy style. Boy.
Oh. EVS is going to like that. Dang. Okay.
Love it. Is it me?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it is? Okay. Willie Woodward for $1.99. Thank you so much. What up, Tom and ladies? Much love and simping.
how you doing?
Thank you, Love Bug.
Hey, Willie. And then we got Dash D's for $5. Says, with global warming and carbon tax and big green deal, we could completely shut down Hollywood with all the bullshit they produce.
Yeah.
Kamalaya.
Right.
Maryland's ID with the $2 super chat says, note to Mandy, I'm no love bug. I'm a sex scorpion.
Oh,
Damn.
I will refer to you properly from now on, you sex scorpion, you.
Thank
you.
Alrighty then.
Jane, by the way, it's Maryland's id. That's how it's pronounced.
Maryland's id. Oh,
I like the scorpion thing though, because they, you know what I mean? Like with their little tails.
Yeah, the little
that
singer
little thing. Yeah.
Okay. Mandy, it's you.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Darius for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Indy 5 can be fruitful with itself. I'm eating my cheesecake. Oh, you got cheesecake.
I want some cheesecake.
I want some cheesecake.
No,
We could,
cheesecake.
look, we could be like the Golden Girls, dearest. You know, thank you for being a friend. We could eat some cheesecake. It would be awesome.
Oh, I would
be
love
great.
that.
I would
My
too.
favorite cake is chocolate mousse, though.
Ooh,
So good.
I like some chocolate mousse cake too.
Gaming or what? Trademark for $5. Says Shiba dog. Oh, it's a little Shiba dog saying, "Hey you."
Hi, you.
A little Shiba dog. Thank you.
Blue Marvel with a $5 super chat says, bats don't eat cats.
Oh,
Smiley face.
Cats will eat bats, though.
Oh, you're talking about that thing. Yeah, I had to say, I was like, oh, why is Batman trending today? Oh, okay. That's why Batman's trending. I just got to
Why is
say,
Batman trending?
yeah. What was it? What?
they added into it that Batman was going to be going down on Catwoman, and some people are for it and some people are against it. I'm just saying, any hero of mine
I already assumed he did.
is going to do that job.
Well, duh.
So-
It's
I
Catwoman.
thought that was like. I mean, he's a superhero, isn't he? Obviously, he's gonna go down.
Yeah, right. You can't tell me a superhero isn't a generous lover. I won't buy
Exactly.
it. I won't buy it. They wouldn't have
Batman.
gave. I'm just saying they wouldn't have gave a shit if he was going down on Alfred. I'm just saying. They wouldn't care.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. I'm putting it out
You're
there.
giving them more ideas.
Stop it, Bandy.
I'm just saying they wouldn't have cared.
That's
They
the
only
next
care.
movie.
They only
Oh
care.
my god.
That is the next movie. Fuck.
The one with Pattinson? Oh
It's gonna be. Okay. Yep.
no. Oh my
We're so
god.
helpful.
Dash D's for $5 says, Mandy, are you saying that you have lists as long as your legs?
I do. Because y'all know I write all the way down with the information that is needed.
I've seen her do it.
Sadly, there ain't nothing there right now. So you can tell what I've got going on. You can tell there's not a lot going on over here right now.
Raymond Hoy with a $10 super chat says, to the lovely ladies, Mandy, Nina, and Jane, thank you for making my Monday end perfectly with your passion, beauty, and wisdom.
Aw.
Love you all more and more. You're all truly what this world needs more of. Hi, Tom.
Oh,
How you
Raymond,
doing?
that's so nice. Thank
biggest
you.
biggest hugs ever, Raymond. That's so sweet.
Yeah. Thank you. And then we got Metal Gear Rex for $5. Says Harrison Ford even wanted to do this continuation of another indie movie, or was he pushed to do it, or is he in it for the paycheck? I say paycheck.
I'll tell you the exact answer. This was part of his stipulation for signing back on to Han Solo, was he got one more Indiana Jones movie.
What? Really?
Yes, and that I believe was in either Bob Iger's book or somewhere else. That was confirmed.
Wow.
Because he's made it no secret he fucking hates Han Solo, but he loves with a passion Indiana Jones, and that's why he said nobody will play him with me. You know, he's like, he said that nobody's ever going to be. So he's trying to do his best to make sure nobody else. That's why I have a feeling why Mangold's on board is Indy ain't long for this world. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think he's gonna,
I hope by the time Indy 5 is done, I'm having to eat crow and be like, it was fucking good. It was good.
I hope we gather here for Toxic Femme and we're all like, let's just,
You think I want Crystal Skull being the last fucking decent movie?
Right? Exactly. I hope my suspicions are completely wrong. And I hope when it comes out, I'm sitting right here on the channel saying, I was fucking wrong. I was wrong. I will gladly eat crow to get a good Indiana Jones.
I will say I knew Mangold was capable of doing some good shit because he is. He did.
He's a good director. It is Kathleen Kennedy having her dirty little rat fingers involved that make me concerned.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
If they would, and of course now I'm starting to kind of seeing like how Mangold acts, and I think he's a giant fucking man baby. So it's really hard to get excited about a movie when he's walking around being a big douchebag. So, but I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong.
I know. I have zero hope here. Okay. Speaking of, okay, never mind. Gek812 for $2 says, same here, Mandy. I'd rather listen to live streams and YouTube vids. I think he's talking about, when you said you're not watching movies.
Exactly. Yep. I do a lot of that. I'm a Nina. I watch a lot of older movies that, maybe were a little bit before my time, or just at the time I was really, really into like just everything girly. So I didn't give a lot of the guy stuff as much love as I would have, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm focusing on, is more, just stuff that I haven't seen in years. Like I watched Weekend at Bernie's the other day, and that shit is still funny as fuck. Weekend at Bernie's is still, and you hate that movie. What is wrong with you?
So funny. I know. I know. My husband and I get into so many fights because that's like one of his favorite
it's
comedy movies of all time.
Bernie's
I freaking hate that movie so much.
I love Weekend at Bernie's, and I had
but it's Bernie.
It's Bernie.
I don't know. I can't stand it. I think it's so stupid. I was like, I think this movie is so fucking stupid.
You think that's stupid? Watch Weekend at Bernie's too. You'll watch Weekend at Bernie's in a whole new way. way.
Yeah, Weekend at
No
You'll be
Bernie's
like,
way.
this
where he's
movie's fucking
dancing.
perfect compared to that shit.
I'm not doing that to myself.
Oh my
He's-
God, Weekend at Bernie's 2 will make you want to burn your fucking eyeballs out
I
after.
liked it, Tom. I
It
liked
has its
Weekend at
moments,
Bernie's,
but like
too.
in comparison, like
Oh, yeah.
seriously, like the first movie is an Oscar-worthy fucking movie compared to the second.
Wow.
He's-
I'm not doing that to myself.
They do accidentally mess up a voodoo thing, and he starts moving and walking around every time.
It's
he's in
fucking
place.
redonkulous. I love it for how bad it is, but it's
It's
like
so
one of those
bad.
movies that's so amazingly bad.
It's so
that
bad.
There's like, in what world did you think this movie could ever have a sequel? Like, first of all, the first movie is one of those movies where you got away with it, right? Like, you got away with it. It was fucking hilarious. It was a hit. People liked it for the most part, except for Nina.
I know. I'm so
And it was like one of those movies that, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it was a pretty funny, good. It was kind of funny movie. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. You know, and then all of a sudden, 3-4 years later, they're like, let's make another one.
I'm the only one on planet Earth that doesn't like that movie. It's really weird. I
Jesus.
understand.
No, it's not an accident. Even they don't accidentally resurrect his ass. They fuck up the voodoo ritual.
Yeah,
though.
they fuck it up. Something happened with the chicken, like they couldn't get a live chicken, so they used a bucket of chicken. Is that right? It was something like that,
fuck
and
yes.
it fucked it up, and it fucked up the voodoo
Okay,
thing.
now I got to tell the plot.
Oh,
It takes
God.
place like the day after the first film, right?
Yes.
The movie literally starts with him IDing his body, even though they would not be the ones to ID his body. But anyway, they're the ones that are IDing his body, and Andrew McCarthy's hair grew like 6 feet overnight.
Oh my God.
So then it moves on, like, you know, the money that he stole
Yes.
is evidently buried at the bottom of the fucking ocean, and only he knows where it is. So this voodoo lady works with these guys that want his money to bring his ass back to life. They fuck up the voodoo ritual, so he only comes back to life when there's music playing.
I think I remember this movie and I blocked it out of my brain.
And he keeps every time the music, so like, and he's given the direction to go get the money. So like every time the music's playing, he's heading out to the ocean to get the money. It's fucking ridiculous. It is. And I know I'm explaining it here. I sound like I'm like, I can't, this is a movie. This is a fucking movie.
Oh, come
you
on,
know what?
You know when they
Mandy,
took that little thing and they shot through him trying to get the chest and they go through him. That shit was fucking great. It was
I was just
so
about to
bad.
say, you know what though, Mandy, for your sake, I'll say this. I will watch Weekend at Bernie's 2 12 times over in a day before I'd watch The Last Jedi.
There you go.
You know what? Me too. I will say that because that I will never watch ever again as long as I live on this planet.
And they pushed the shit out of that movie when it came out. They even had fucking the three of them hosting the original movie on Fox.
They did. Oh my gosh, I remember that now. They did. It was great though. It was so bad. It's good. They're both. I like the first one better, but they're both really, really funny and really good.
Okay. I think it's your turn, Jade.
Yeah. Gag812 with a $2 super chat. He says it's elitist mentality, also in science, literature, and art.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, yeah,
it's pervasive. It's just
it
the entire
is
culture right now.
It's just ruining everything, especially literature. I mean, literature is suffering really hard right now.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not good.
That's why you support your independent artists.
Exactly. Buy Mandy's book. Okay, Mandy, it's your turn.
Let's see. We're on Metal Gear Rex, right? Okay, Metal Gear Rex for $2. Thank you so much, Lovebug. You said it, Mandy. You're speaking the truth. I always do, y'all. I know what's up, but thank you. Thank you, Lovebug.
And then we have Darius for $5. Says, I'll accept a documentary Indiana Jones movie directed by Ken Burns. I don't know who Ken Burns is, but cool.
He made the baseball documentary and a Civil War one. He's pretty. He
does good documentaries. Yeah, I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
The new number 2 with the $5 super chat says Indiana Jones collection just came out in 4K last week. I'd get it, except A, not giving Disney money, and B, it's got the crappy 4th one included.
Disney don't get any of the money as far as I know. Maybe just through Lucasfilm in a small portion or whatever portion they have. It's through Paramount. I will say you'll be lucky to find it anywhere because a lot of people didn't have it in stock. I got mine today. It ain't worth the $90.
Oh,
Really?
It is fucking chintzy as shit. You only get the 4K Blu-rays. You don't get the regular Blu-rays, and not all of the special features are carried over from the previous releases. So that means you have to hang on to not only your Blu-rays from before, but your DVDs from before if you had them, because if you want all the special features, because they didn't carry them over.
Really?
And yeah,
for $90, they don't even give you that?
$90. Yeah, that's
shit.
on sale. That's on sale, mind you.
What?
Yeah, it's normally listing for like 100 and 124, somewhere in that range.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah,
I'm
and it's
surprised
only
you can even sit after taking a dicking like that. I'm surprised you're sitting today.
Whoa.
well.
That's a fucking ripoff, is what that is. $90
Mandy.
for that? Seriously, that's a ripoff.
I'm not gonna lie. After I got it, I wish I had gotten the steel books because the cover sucks ass.
The cover too.
It's one of those you just fold it out and they're all stacked on top of each other kind of shit.
No.
I'm like, for $90, this is what I get. The motherfucker should come in like the Ark of the Covenant for $90.
You should do a review on that.
Oh, I probably will with Robert Mike because I'm sure he's not gonna be any happier than I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should
I'll
do
try
a
and
review on
talk
that
him
and then
into it
put it on
because-
like the Amazon like review thing. Like,
It
like
fucking sucks.
you should link it to that. So that
But the
people
movies look great. The movies themselves look and sound great. But for $90, no. Wait for it for Black Friday, folks.
There
You'll
you
get
go.
it dirt cheap.
There you go. Wait, what are we on now?
Ash
What's mine?
Lockhart.
Is it my turn?
I have no idea, but go
Sure.
and take it. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
let's go. Okay, ladies, for $5. Thank you so much. Says, okay, ladies, my wife wants to know what hot actor do you think wears the facial hair well on screen? Don't worry, Thomas Connor, you look good all the time.
Oh.
Obviously,
How
Henry
you
Cavill's
doing?
my pick.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Henry Cavill does look good with Henry Cavill. Yeah.
I mean, Jason Momoa looks pretty freaking damn fine too.
I don't like him as much with the
Scruff.
facial hair. I like him better clean shaved.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I
I
don't know
agree.
why.
I agree.
I think it's because he shaves everything. And I don't know,
Oh.
something about a big bushy beard, but then like
And
a
nothing else,
completely
yeah.
smooth. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It sets it off. But Henry Cavill, he doesn't. So yeah, Henry Cavill.
I think Henry Cavill. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like thinking about it now. I'm like, who else is there? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of who else there is that even
Comes
Can pull
close.
off his beard. Yeah.
that doesn't do it real douche like, because most of them do it real. They do it real douchey like. I don't know, like the neck beard thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm literally looking up hot
You're
actors
googling
with
it. You're
beards.
googling it. Yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Okay, I do think Chris Pratt is sexy as fuck because he makes me laugh, and to me that is like the sexiest thing in the world, is if you can make me laugh. So definitely.
Don't I get to pick somebody?
Yeah, who do you think, Tom?
Who's the sexiest man alive?
No, the sexiest man with a beard. Who carries a beard the best?
Oh, there's only one.
Who? Oh, that Tom.
Plus, I happen to know Gotham's most sexiest eligible bachelor.
I love you, Tom.
That's right, I totally know Bruce Wayne.
That's hilarious.
You know who else? Tom Hardy.
Yeah. See. Okay. So here's some hot guys with beards.
Okay.
So we got
Jon
God.
Snow.
Yeah,
No.
not Jon Snow though, but the guy that plays Thor. Where is my? Okay, there it is. There.
By the way, ladies, I
pretty
totally
hot.
go down on Batgirl.
Wow. That's awesome, Bat Tom.
And
There we
Poison
go.
Ivy.
I don't know. Chris Hemsworth
He's-
is pretty hot.
Yeah.
He's a generous lover, that Tom. You can
Um, What about?
And some lady I never met before in an alley once, but I don't talk about
Oh my god!
Okay, so
I don't know what to say. What about this dude?
Chris Pine.
Yeah, he's pretty hot.
He's okay.
No.
No,
He's all right.
no,
Chris Evans?
no.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
if he just shuts his fucking mouth, yeah.
I know. I agree with you.
I can't
Mandy.
look at that smug look, and I know what he's thinking. I
He
know the
needs to
kind of
shut his
SJW
mouth.
woke shit he's
Listen,
thinking.
when he came back as the rough Captain America, I was on board with that.
I was
He
on
doesn't have to
board
speak.
too, Jane. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's enough of this.
That one.
We need.
Yeah, you
That
guys
one.
are getting distracted here.
We do that sometimes.
on.
That
We need to move on.
happens.
Where's
Out.
Mandy's hand? Yes, I want to see hands, ladies.
We were getting real toxic over here.
No tubing over here.
Yeah, no tubing, no tubing. Okay, here we go.
You
wait.
rubbing? I read that once somewhere. You rubbing? You get it? You rubbing? You get?
Did you just say you rub it? Oh my
You rub-
god!
I read that somewhere, and I thought it was funny. I thought I'd share it with y'all.
God.
Whose turn is it? Because I don't.
Mine.
Okay.
Innovator SH with the $1.99 super chat. Will and Grace, they did it already. Yeah, actually,
true.
That
Yeah.
premise.
That's true.
But they don't. But they don't have
to.
to. They don't have to be original anymore. Remember, they just just do it again. It worked. It worked for Will and Grace.
Did you guys watch
it
it,
again?
Will and Grace? I've never
Hell
seen
no.
it.
Fuck no.
I did. It
never
was
watched
good.
that.
I liked it.
Really, Jane?
Mhm.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was good.
I
I mean, near the end, it kind of went.
Didn't
off the
they even
rails,
do a
but-
revival of that recently?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, that's
See, they can't leave well enough alone.
No.
they don't leave anything alone anymore.
They're bankrupt. They are creatively bankrupt. They have to keep doing remakes. When's the last time we got a new movie with a new original anything? With an original idea, a new idea.
Well, we had a Quiet Place, but then they ruined it with the second one.
No, Harry Potter was the
I
last
haven't
time I heard
seen
of
the
something
second
with a
one.
new idea. Really? Everything else.
Yeah,
is
I
just
mean that's
remakes.
pretty original. Yeah, that was an
Yeah,
original.
it was
idea.
original.
Actually,
It
I
was
think
original.
she was sued for copying some other shit, but yeah.
Really?
Motherfucker,
Yeah,
really?
No
Yeah.
shit.
Really, Tom, go back to the back. Quit
Sorry, it's true.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I think she
damn
settled
it.
out of court, but still.
That's funny though. It's kind of like Twilight, right? Like Twilight was kind
Twilight
of.
was
It was
original.
fan fiction. No, it was fan fiction.
No, but well, I read that Twilight was original because she dreamt
Twilight
about
was
Edward.
original, but the
Oh, it's
fan
Grey.
fiction part was 50
That's right.
Shades of Grey. That's
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
thinking of. Yeah.
Fif-
But even
50
Twilight
Shades
ain't
of
that
Grey.
original. Twilight's kind of almost like Lost Boys in a way. And then you just
That's
make the
true.
vampires into like non-threatening, fucking
A
fantasy things.
A little bit. I am on my own with that one, and I think that she took vampires and put a new twist on them that you wouldn't have thought of, which is what would they be like if they could go out in the sun, right? Because it's
Yeah,
always
they-
been vampires in the sun. They fry, they're dead. You can't
Yeah,
they can't go out in the sun, right?
Mhm.
I thought it was kind of original. I thought it was. I like Twilight.
Yeah, you're
but I
right.
know
She
I'm
took
alone.
vampires and changed them into fairies.
I like.
Yeah, it was
Tom,
sick.
stay
I
in the
agree.
back. God damn it, Tom! You stayed back there. You're
It-
done, sir.
It was fucking shit, Mandy. That I agree
Oh,
with
God
you.
damn it! God
I
damn it!
liked it.
You're lucky I
I
don't have the
like
controls.
Twilight. I don't.
Thank
care.
It's
you,
true.
Jane.
It's true.
Thank
Jane
you.
does like it, and I hate her for that. I'm like, what the fuck, Jane?
I love the covens. It was all great.
Right?
Mind you, I still watch the movies because I had to. Like, come on, I had to see what the fuck happens, and I was totally Team Edward the whole time. So
There you go.
Just
There
letting
you
know.
go. Okay.
Just for the record.
Dr. Cullen.
And then Null White for $2. Speaking of remakes, says a remake, but what?
Bosom buddies.
Bosom Buddies? What the hell is
you know
this?
You know they're gonna remake
What
Bosom
the hell
Buddies.
is Bosom Buddies? I
It was
never
an
even heard of this.
old
That
show.
was funny.
It was a good show. It used to come on Nick at Night. It was funny. It was kind of like Perfect Strangers in a way.
Oh my
where
god! How have I never seen or heard about this before?
It
It's
was
fucking Tom Hanks and drag. That's insane.
It was funny though.
it was funny. It was really
Wow.
really funny.
Okay.
I liked
Okay.
it.
That's my turn.
Mhm.
Ron W with a $4.99 super chat. So glad I watch old shows. Been watching Sliders again. I love that show.
Sliders is
Good
the best.
diverse cast with strong characters, but I know it didn't exist in 90s.
I love Sliders
Sliders
so
is
much
so
until the
good.
very end. Why did they have to fuck it like
yeah,
that?
the ending was
The ending sucked.
But I still watch that from time to time.
See, I'm with Tom. I hear
so.
sliders, and I start thinking of those little sandwiches.
Burgers.
And now it made the little
man.
burgers and the
Now
little
I
chicken
want some-
sandwiches.
Now I want some fucking sliders. Like, damn.
Right. Y'all are gonna make me eat after this. Who are we on?
It's your turn. Ron W.
Oh, okay. Ron
no,
W.
wait. Metal Gear.
Oh, okay. Metal Gear Race for $5. Thank you so much. Let's just race swap the cast of Friends.
Friends was a race swap.
That's true. That's true. Jayne is right.
It
Jayne
was.
is right.
What was
It
the
already
original
was?
It was based on
It is living
Living Single. Yeah.
single.
Oh,
Same fucking show.
Yeah. I mean, it was actually named Friends before it was changed to Living Singles.
That's
Living
true.
Single. So yeah.
wow. I remember Living Single.
Think about it. They're all basically the same fucking characters too.
Yeah.
I've never seen Living Single. I've seen Friends like
It's a good
probably
show.
a million
It's got
times.
Queen Latifah and
Mhm.
the chick from Facts of Life that played Tootie. What the fuck's her name?
Oh, I forgot.
I can't think of her damn
I
name.
can't remember her name. But I know who Tootie is. So you got.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about. But for the
It's a
life
good
of me,
show. It was a really good show. Actually.
It was a good show. That was a good show back in the 90s, right? That was mid 90s.
I think so. I don't know.
Seems right. I was a kid. I liked it though.
I've never seen it, but
If I remember, it does predate Friends by like a year or two. Yeah, Kim Fields. That's it. Thank you.
Kim Fields.
Yeah.
There we go. Tootie. It's not me.
But see, that was the thing, is though they could reboot or remake a show back then, but they gave it its own little identity, its own name, its own little twist. Yeah, the same characters, the same basic storyline, but it was different enough that it could carry itself on its own. These days, though, they just rip off the name. They take the name of whatever it is they're trying to reboot and change it entirely. And that's the difference.
That's very true, and it's all very unfortunate, honestly. Yes, I did. It's true. I grew up in a Canadian closet, but I'm not gay. That's weird. Wolf Rick for $5. Yeah, we're gonna get to M.O.M very, very shortly. For $5 says Indy has his work cut out for him. If Uncharted does the series justice, that's interesting. Good point. Love Indiana and those movies, the first three, but Nathan Drake's solid. That's going to be really interesting to see. From the things that I've seen though so far, it looks like shit, and I was not happy about that at all. But we'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah. Mysterious Capitalists for $5. They put mind control chemicals in the drugs they hand out to actors like candy. That's what makes them crazy.
See, I thought it could either be that, or I thought all of them got like the Riddlers, like the real crappy Riddler, the Jim Carrey one. One of those devices that they put on their TV, and they just kind of like go crazy from that.
Like the little
almost like they did on what was it, the Halloween that doesn't count.
It was called The Box on Batman Forever. I
The
think.
Box. That's it. Yeah, but they did the same thing with the real shitty Halloween, the one that's not even Halloween, with season.
Don't say it's shitty. Season of the Witch.
It was fucking horrible, Tom.
No, it isn't.
Tom, really? You're gonna take up for that?
I will.
Oh, hell, spells.
Wow.
It's not meant to be a sequel to the other films.
Then why did they call it Halloween?
Right.
Because I go see my interview with the director.
Oh.
You interviewed the director? now I gotta watch it. Okay.
There you go, Mandy.
Those short stories, they wanted to start. The Halloween 2 shouldn't have had Michael Myers in it to begin with. John Carpenter was sued into writing that movie. And then when they got to Halloween 3, he was allowed to do whatever the hell he wanted. And they really wanted to do like a Twilight Zone anthology of films to where the only thing that would connect them would be the season of Halloween. But since they had already done another one with Michael Myers, the expectation was, where's Michael Myers? And he's like, well, I burnt the motherfucker to a crisp. He's dead. So but then of course they just brought him back again. They're like, nope, bring him back.
I know, as a kid, I went and rented that with my sister. Yeah. And I was really excited to see Michael Myers, and I got Season of the Witch, and I can
see that mistake. But see, I got to see Season of the Witch before I saw the other films. So I saw it as a completely different movie. And to me, it's like as a little like story on its own. If it was just, they should have just called it Season of the Witch. Is what
I would have had no.
John Carpenter presents Season of the Witch is what it should have been, and nobody would have batted an eye then.
Nope, they got me by calling it Halloween because it just like that'd be like doing Friday the 13th and not having Jason in it, but you got a worm killing people. I mean, it's,
Oh my God, I've never seen it without.
Don't watch Jason Goes to Hell.
No, I shall not. No, I did watch that. It sucked. That was horrible, right?
Yeah, that's where he's a worm. That's what it's like.
Yeah, that's where he's a fucking worm. That's right. Yep. Okay. Yep. There you go. There's
I interviewed that director too, but I can't stick up for that one at all.
My goodness. Melvin Belliard for $20. Thank you so much. Says good evening to the lovely ladies of Toxic Femininity and Tom. Batman and / Bruce Wayne would not have as many women fighting over him despite knowing he has slept with half of the women in Gotham if he wasn't a generous lover.
You don't know shit about women, dude. Not a fucking thing.
Oh my God.
I gotta tell you, the more you get, the more they want you. It's competition. You know how competition's good for business? Guess what? Competition's good for business for Batman. Peace out.
Thank you for clearing that up for us, Bat Tom.
Yeah, thank you, Bat Tom.
Maryland's ID for $10. I want to clarify my why hire women question was a rhetorical device. Mm-hmm. Definitely hire women for their talent, but the chicks in Hollywood aren't doing them any favors. I'd hire you ladies instantly.
Oh,
you're totally right, Marilyn Zid. I mean, it's become it's one of those box things that they're checking, that's for sure. So I feel like a lot of women who are getting hired are getting hired because they're women, not because they're qualified. And it's
because they're women and they're women and they lean on the way that they want them to lean. That's why they're women like us. Would not be hired in Hollywood. We would women like Gina Carano can't make it in Hollywood, and there's a reason. It's because she does not follow that left wing SJW woke ass ideology. It doesn't fit, so they have to get her out and get somebody like I don't know who that Phoebe Waller that'll like I said, ladies, I watched after the stream where we were talking about her and talking about that Fleabag show. Mm-hmm. I was going to watch the episode. I sat down. I was like, all right, I'm going to try it. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. I went into it with zero expectations. And within the first 5 minutes, she was rubbing one out to Obama's speech. And I shut the computer and I walked away. I was, okay, done with that. So that's what they want in Hollywood. And yeah, they wouldn't hire any of us. And any woman that is like us and leans more just fucking normal. You ain't even got to be political. Just be normal. And no, you ain't going to make it in Hollywood. You don't work. So
I don't even know what to say. Moving on with the next question.
Is it me or is it you?
It's you.
Metal Gear Race for $2. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Love your personality. You're awesome, Mandy. Oh, well, thank you. You're awesome too, Love Bug. And I do love you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm still in shock about what you just said.
I'm not joking. That's first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes of the show.
That's messed up. Gaming or what? Trademarks for $5. I find it cute that Mandy gets excited when people say my name right. It's adorable.
I do, because I've been telling them y'all have to do it this way. And sometimes they're like, no, I'm not doing that stupid shit, Mandy. And I'm like, no, you have to. You have to be like, gaming or what?
Or what?
Because you're fucking awesome and you deserve that much hype because you're gaming or what? So,
yay. Dash D's with $5 Canadian says, is it weird? I want to hear Jayne say the F word. It would be funny, like when a little old lady cusses it out.
Oh my God. I've heard her swear. It's hilarious.
I've heard her swear too. It's so fucking cute. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It really is. It's cute.
Oh my
I
God.
feel like I've really done something good if I get Lorena to swear. Because then I'm
I
like,
know.
yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, donkey.
No, Sadie.
Hello.
Why has Tom disappeared and Sadie's like, what is
I don't
happening
know.
right now?
I have no idea what's going on over there.
Puppy taking over.
Odd
Oh,
things. Odd
okay.
things.
how is it my turn? I think it is.
I have no idea.
Yes.
House of Trade is for $5. Thank you so much. Says, ladies, you wake up with abnormally long armpit hair and you realize your special time of the month is coming soon. What's your reaction?
Well, I go into the bathroom and I take a shower and shave my pits because I'm not a filthy little fucking hamster. That's step one. That's step one. And yeah, no, that wouldn't work for me. That would not work for me. The long armpit hair, that shit.
It's so disgusting.
It's so gross. It's filthy. It's
I would definitely go and clean myself as well. That is my initial.
Yeah, the only one that wouldn't are dirty fucking hippies or something. I don't know. I don't know who does that. Who's cool with that?
Jane, what's your
Sporting News podcast.
what's your reaction though?
Oh, my
If you have-
reaction?
yeah,
Yeah.
if you have long ass armpit
I would
hair.
probably die of shock, but I'll wake up and then shave it. It's ridiculous.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Sporking News podcast with a $2 super chat says, "Love these ladies."
Aw,
We love
you
you too,
too.
Oh, so sweet. Okay, and then Mandy.
Let's see. Ashlock Hart for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Out of all the movies that deserve a remake, Dragon Ball Z should have been the top of the list. But they keep remaking movies that don't need it. I can agree with that.
Oh
yeah.
my God. I don't know if I ever want to see another Dragon Ball Z movie ever again. No. No, please don't do that to me. So many anime movies have been like a total and utter fucking disaster.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it. And then Dash D's for $2 says Tom died and the dog ate him. That's true love.
Hey, you're back.
Oh my
Sadie ate me. Why the fuck did you eat me?
Don't be yelling at her for that.
She knows
I
better.
love
She
you.
did what she had to do.
I love Sadie.
I do too.
So cute.
I do too.
Okay, well, we're finally caught up, so we get to move on to the next topic, which is period woman weird.
Before we do that, though, we have a bit of a video from a while back.
Okay.
Trying to remember exactly how many weeks ago this was.
I think it was like 4 weeks ago, maybe 5.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. Seems right.
The 18th.
So yeah, just a little under a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's check this out.
How come it's always the women in comics that are under attack? Because how come like no one's ever saying, look at this man's body that's like super muscular, like he's got an 8-pack and like all this stuff. Like that's not a problem. It's always just the women who have tiny waists and big boobs that's a problem. Like why is that not a problem? Is that not, promoting a different kind of body image too? I mean, I don't understand. Shouldn't it be both ways? If this is a problem, that should be a problem, right?
Well, it should be, but they're not trying to get men to cover up. They would love nothing more than for us to bind our breasts, cut all of our hair off, and walk around with no makeup, with armpit hair hanging down to our knee. That's what they want. And I'm not doing it. Thank
Mandy
you.
called it.
I called it. Welcome to M.O.M, you guys, where this bitch has the longest armpit hair ever, uses it like Spider-Man to swing herself across the city 4 to 7 days out of the week. She is a superhero that can use her zits to pop on you and blind you with the... I won't go into my pitch, but I wrote an entire book to go along with hers. A companion, you would call it. I'm working on the art now, but I am working on a companion. I'm going to try to pitch it to Emilia Clarke and see if she's interested in this ash can that I am making to go perfectly along with her book.
I'm excited for that. That
Are
sounds
you?
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's good. She creates nunchucks out of feminine hygiene products in my book.
Oh my God, that's what I said you should do. The tampon nunchucks, right?
Tampon nunchucks. That's right, ma'am. That is right. That is.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes. I listen to the fans. What
Yeah,
can I say?
tampon nunchucks that are used. That's why nobody wants to get hit by them because they're used.
I used to have a pair of those, Tom, but they got taken away from me.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
allowed to have nunchucks anymore because I kept using them on people. Like they were foam ones, and I really had a lot of fun with them.
I got a whole box.
Do you have a box of nunchucks?
Oh my
Why
God.
do you have a box of
It's because he
nunchucks?
likes Teenage Mutant Ninja
That's
Turtles
what I
so
just
much.
say. That's
Oh, actually, I
my
used to do martial arts when I was younger. But
Don't lie.
Really?
You dress up in a costume and go fight crime at night, don't you? That's why you're always so fucking tired.
Oh my God. He's got like weapons and shit.
And I got the sidekick the dog.
Yes, he does.
He does.
Now
Sadie.
I know. Now I know.
So it started almost as a joke. Emilia Clarke recalls about 3 years ago. I wish I could do a British accent. I was in a car with a bunch of friends and we were like, hey guys, wouldn't it be really funny? I can't do it. And then I woke up to the next day and I was like, that would be funny. That would be fucking cool. Why not? And thus, M.O.M, Mother of Madness, was born. The 3-issue Image Comics miniseries written by Clarke along with writer Marguerite Bennett, who she calls her comic guru. Oh, God. Follows a single mom named Maya who discovers she possesses freakish powers and uses them to take on secret cabal of human traffickers. Clarke describes the comic as a Deadpool-esque blend of a lot of silliness and tongue-in-cheek humor combined with a very current feminist sensibility. Oh, God.
Yeah.
This all sounds so bad. Explored in an extreme genre-bending atmosphere. We're always calling mothers superheroes, and I'm like, what if they were? What if they legitimately were superheroes? The Game of Thrones star tells EU, Maya has had a very hard life, and she finds herself in a place where everything that makes her unique, she hates and is ashamed about. It's only in the discovery of her powers that she finds her true acceptance of who she is. Am I doing good?
I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this.
So does she not realize there are comic book characters that are mothers?
Yeah, they already exist.
She
She doesn't fucking know this. She ain't never been in a comic book store. And you know this by the fact that she's literally saying, I wasn't welcome in comic book stores. That bullshit, bitch. Yes, you were.
My brother wouldn't let me in the comic book store with
Your
him.
brother didn't let you go for the same fucking reason mine didn't, because he didn't want me dragging around his 6-year-old sister when he was 15 years old, 16. He didn't want his little sister coming with him. He wanted to go hang out with his friends.
Yeah.
Did nobody tell her you can't be in a comic book?
Okay.
What the fuck is this? Why is it red? Why is it
this,
red?
I think this is her costume.
This is issue number 2.
Yeah. I think this
This
is her
bitch got
costume.
lots of issues.
So here's the thing, though. If you go back to the original cover, Tom, for a second, I just want to point out that I think this has got like major weird murder vibes, like serial killer vibes all over it for me, because it's got like, I don't know, it's like when you're sewing people together and it's got like this weird sewing
like that movie May. like that movie.
Yeah,
made.
like it's got like this looks psychotic. Like I look this freaks me out when I look at it. It doesn't make me want to buy it.
No, it looks like what is that? Like an old Styx album. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like Tom, you'll know what I'm talking about. Which band
Mr.
used this?
Roboto?
With that though, didn't they have weird shit like this on all of their covers and stuff?
Maybe. I don't know, but it looks like Baron Zemo or like, yeah, some trippy like Nirvana album or something.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a comic to me. It doesn't look like a comic, but it looks like a music album, like a really weird band or album.
It makes me think murdery. Like I'm like, and also they're literally flipping off their fans already. Like literally, like on the cover.
Oh, but that's you ladies, don't you know? That's because we can't be nice because we're girls. We got to be like, yeah, fuck the patriarchy. Yeah, we have to do that. And while we're doing it, we have to make sure that our armpits are really long and really stinky, and that we quit taking any kind of accountability for our personal hygiene. Don't brush your teeth. Be free. Let's be dirty fucking hippies. Yeah.
Oh my
In fact, can't leave that out.
I can't stand it. It's fucked up.
It's creepy. It's creepy as hell. Yeah.
They're not people, they're hippies.
Right, I do sound like fucking Cartman. That's what they drove me to. They drove me to the point where I sound like Cartman nowadays.
I was watching King of the Hill the other day, and it was the episode where they go to the woods. They go to the park.
And they go camping, and the hippies show up.
The hippies are taking over, and then like one of the hippies comes up to him, and she's like, "Can I have some money?" And he's like, "No," and she's like, "Fascist."
Fascist. Yeah, that was a funny one.
Oh, such a good episode. But anyways, Emilia Clarke goes on to say that Clarke deliberately vague about those powers. There's many things that she can do that are pretty cool. She cryptically teases, but not about their source. She can do a lot of stuff at certain moments in her month. Oh, gross, dude. No. Clarke says with a laugh, she can do all of these wicked things, but they all come from the fact that she's a woman who has a menstrual cycle. Oh my God. I thought it would be cool to have all these things that women don't like about themselves, flip that and make those the things that make her superhuman.
That's so stupid.
That's so dumb. That's so fucking dumb. Again, y'all, having a menstrual cycle, it's not really something to be proud about. It's not something. I mean,
honestly, it sucks.
It sucks. It's an annoyance.
Fucking sucks.
It's an annoyance. It's a pain in my ass. It totally kills anything I wanted to do that week.
Yep.
It's not. But I've never sat around and thought, oh, look at me. I'm so womanly. This is what makes me. I'm just never thought that much about it. I thought, God damn, this is a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
This is not. Yeah. And might I mention, as a comic book reader, we already have a comic book character that kind of, a female comic book character that already kind of, their emotions are what drive their superhero powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being She-Hulk. And I mean, it comes from Hulk, right? But I mean, same. She gets really angry or she gets really scared. And you know what I mean? We've already got it. All she's done is taken She-Hulk and gave her a fucking period. And why is it red on red on red? Oh my God. Yeah.
It
looks like a fucking commie book. I'm sorry.
I keep thinking that the reason that she went fucking crazy is because she ate like, a heart on Game of Thrones and all that blood and everything. Like just
a mad queen.
Yeah, she just went fucking insane, and she's like, "I'm just gonna make a comic book about blood now, and blood and period blood all over the place, and we'll just make her throw it at people." I'm like, oh.
That's not what she did.
Why does this feel like it'd be something off of South Park?
It's only not because they don't know about this crazy shit. Oh my God. You would have to be insane. I mean, but then again, that is what the other side of women are doing now, because I've seen a lot of feminine movements start popping up here and there. And every time I look at it and I'm like, y'all stop. You're making us all look bad. Fucking stop. Stop.
They're also limiting her power. I mean, it's like, so she can't be a superhero the entire rest of the month?
No.
That's kind of stupid. Like, why would you limit her ability to help
Jayne, she's a female. She only needs a week to get it done. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't understand. Like, does human trafficking just like not happen any other day of the month? Like, is it? I don't get it.
What sense does that make?
How the fuck is she gonna stop human trafficking on like 4 days a month? Like, I don't know. 6 days for some. I guess maybe she has her period a lot longer. Yeah. It's fitting Mom's origins are rooted in Clarke's history and self-described fangirl of superhero comics and movies.
She's absolutely not.
No.
Bullshit.
Who often felt shut out of the world because of her gender, in some cases, literally.
No way. Absolutely not possible.
Yeah, no, I
She's
don't.
full of it.
I think she's full of shit too.
Wait, my accent broke for a second. What did I sound like for that second? I don't. Apparently, I need to know, what did I sound like? Did I sound British? Oh, mate. Because my artist is British, and I always try to talk like him, and he just says, "Stop." He doesn't appreciate.
Peter's gonna hate my British accent. My brother was a comic nerd growing up, and I wasn't allowed in the shops. The actress recalls, I wasn't allowed to go in with him because I was the loser's little sister. And the moment that I was allowed in, there weren't a lot of women in those covers, and there weren't a lot of women in the shops. So I didn't feel safe to explore.
You didn't feel safe?
Age.
You didn't feel safe in a comic book shop?
No, he didn't just want you around because you're coming up with stupid shit like this.
Mm-hmm. It's because she was a little sister. If you would have been a little brother, it would have been the exact same. But all right, let's go on and talk about.
It never happened.
No, it didn't. It never happened because, first of all, when I was a kid and I went in comic book stores, let me name some of the characters that I literally saw with my own eyes on covers. We got Wonder Woman. We have She. We have She-Hulk. We have
Storm.
Storm. We
X-Men, like freaking Rogue, Storm, like all.
Yes. There is not
a
low number of females in comics.
Black Widow, yeah.
You could go on for fucking
Mary
days.
Jane, even though she wasn't a superhero, but
she was still on the covers.
Awesome.
She still made the fucking covers
Black
all
Cat,
the time.
Felicia
Black
Hardy.
Cat. Yep. Catwoman had
Catwoman, Superwoman, Wonder Woman.
Yep, Supergirl. Yeah.
Woman.
There was not a small amount of women on covers. So again, bullshit, Emilia. No.
It makes no sense. What she's saying makes no sense. And honestly, like her brother sounds like a little dick. I'll tell you that much right now. It just sounds like he didn't include her and she was bitter. And then she was like, I'm going to lash at all the comic book nerds who didn't let me in the comic book shop. I don't.
Yeah,
or she's just lying and throwing her brother under the bus to make herself a victim.
I'm gonna guess she's just like, Elektra, you guys, Elektra, come the fuck on.
Oh yeah, Elektra.
Tons of Elektra when I was like, yeah. No, it's absolutely, Leia was on a lot of covers for even the Star Wars comics. You got Princess Leia on there. No, Tank Girl. There is not a Jessica Jones. There's not a lack. There's no shortage of women on comic books, and there certainly weren't when we were kids. That is absolutely 150% incorrect. It's not a correct statement.
Well, what's hilarious is that clip that we clipped from a month ago. Mm-hmm. The problem is usually there's too many big-breasted women in these comic books.
Right. Yeah, but now there are no big-breasted women on comic books. Thank God Emilia is here to save us and to give us something that, as females, and as myself, I don't know about you ladies. Well, I do, but not really. But as a mother myself, I'm so glad Emilia was here to make a comic book for me. Right? Yay! Yay!
I mean, okay. So here's the thing. I'll say this because I'm not a mom, but I did grow up with a single mom. Like I was a single child, and I grew up with a single mom. And I think that they are superheroes. And I know someone really, really, really close to me that is a single mom. And I'm actually writing a book about that myself. Like I'm doing a children's book based on the fact that, the little guy finds out that starting to realize that his parents are separated and starts to ask the hard questions. That's what my book is about. So I understand the struggle of being a single mom more than anybody. Unless you're a single mom yourself. So I understand that struggle and the fact that they really are like superheroes because they have to find time to do both jobs. It's a fucking crazy time. It's madness. And I mean, obviously not to take anything away from you, Mandy, but it's just like, being a mom is
I
a
can't
full-time
imagine
job on its own. Like when you
I
have
can't
a
imagine
partner,
not having help. I can't even for a second. There's no way I could be doing this if I didn't have help.
There's crazy. No way. It's craziness. It's crazy town. It's one of those things that you probably never want to experience if you're, a woman. You don't plan out being a single mom. Usually, it just kind of happens. But the point I'm trying to make is that it's an idea worth exploring. An idea about single motherhood is something that's worth exploring. Now, combining it with women getting their period and then making a mockery out of it and like making it so that they're swinging from their armpit hair and they're I don't know, like they have these hormonal problems that are like becoming superhero things, tropes that they're trying to play with. Like instead of like a Spider-Man shooting web out of his arms, like she's shooting hair out of her armpits. Like it's kind of like, it doesn't seem empowering to me. It feels disgusting and it feels icky. Like I'm just like, this doesn't empower me. Does it empower you? I don't know.
No, it absolutely disgusts me. It really does. It really, really, truly does. Now, again, I was raised in the South. I was always taught, that women you should be mysterious. There's just some things you don't need to when you go to the bathroom, you don't call people in there to check it out. Like, hey, look what I did. You know what I mean? There should be a little bit of mystery about you as a female. You should hold yourself to a higher standard.
Yes.
And this is not a higher standard. This is fucking disgusting. It's crude and it's disgusting. And no woman in the world feels empowered by something that happens once a month that can't be controlled.
Well, a mother is already a superhero because she can do something that no man can, and that is harbor life.
Yeah.
And not only that, I like this what Melissa Lord says. My best friend forever, Zelda, is a single mom with 3 kids. She's a superhero. Emilia Clarke is a joke. Mother of periods, get the fuck out of here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Here's the other thing is, where's all the mothers saying, wait a minute, where's Emilia Clarke get off fucking talking about being a single mother? A, she's not a mother. B, she is the most fucking privileged fucking woman, one of the most privileged women in Hollywood.
Yep.
Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, she has no idea what real single mothers go through. Because I'm sorry, if you're a single mother in Hollywood and you can just pay somebody to come in and you have a on-staff chef and on-staff nanny and on-staff, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
full-time au pair and shit. Like, oh, fuck yourself.
Yeah. Fuck you. You do not understand what that
children.
is like.
Yeah, you visit your children. Exactly, Jayne.
You visit when it is convenient for you. Yeah, this is absolutely, it's insulting. And what I don't get why, because if somebody on the other side, on the right wing had done this, the LGBTQ community would be up in fucking arms about how there's, so what, you're diminishing the fact of the non-bleeders or whatever the fuck they call them nowadays. So where are they?
Oh, it's coming.
Where are they with this?
You know it's coming, right?
It has to be. It has to be. But then again, it's Emilia Clarke. So is it coming? Because I made a tweet about this and I put, oh no, when I first saw it, or oh dear, something like that. I had somebody attack me for like over and over and over again going, no, you don't understand. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Period blood is fucking disgusting. It's nasty. It is not something that we should be like picture framing and hanging up on the wall on the fucking refrigerator. Like, look what I did. No, it's fucking gross. It's nasty. Why are we? No. I'm not okay with
No.
any of this.
What about you, Jane? Do you feel empowered?
I think it just is a continuing attack on femininity. Honestly, I mean, we've seen them go the route of over masculinizing women, and this is just an additional attack in a different way by making fun of and undermining certain aspects of what it is to be a woman biologically.
Yeah.
So it's a continuation of this ongoing thing where they're just trying to tear apart who it is and what it means to be a feminine traditional woman in the full meaning of that word. So that's how I see it. It's just to me a bigger part of their agenda overall. Just
Yeah,
I agree.
It's disrespectful, and honestly, when you have a woman doing this, it hurts all women. It really does. It makes people look at us like we are fucking disgusted. Like we're, you know what I mean? Because I look at this and I think, fucking ew. You know what I mean? But it's just another. It should be private. I'm sorry. This should be private. What you do in the bathroom and in the bedroom and shit like that should be private. It should not be. Let's empower women because they have periods. Like, yeah, no, you're fucking disgusting, Emilia Clarke. You played with fake blood too much on Game of Thrones, and you were trying to bring this into yet another fandom. And no, thank you. No, thank you, bitch.
Well, and I call bullshit on her whole story about the whole, my bro wouldn't let me go into the comic book store thing.
It's because she was an asshole little sis. If that happened at all, it had nothing to do with the fact she was a female. It had to do with the fact that you were the little fucking sister. And hell, my brother took me to comic books. He's the one that got me into comic books. But there were times when him and his friends were going to be playing D&D or playing something else, and he wouldn't let me go because he didn't want to watch my little ass while he was trying to play a game and have to keep up with what the fuck I was in there doing. You know? And that wasn't because I was a girl. It was because I was an asshole kid, and he didn't want me. He wanted to be able to sit around and, talk about honeys with his bros and shit like that. Didn't want me. Can I have dick? And aggravating the fuck out of him the whole time.
But then she goes on to complain about
the cons,
women fans,
the cons,
at the Comic Cons. It's like, so you complain all the time about not seeing women in the shops, blah blah blah. You go to the Comic Con, you see women,
but not the right kind.
But not the right kind of women.
Not the right kind of women.
Exactly.
These aren't the women I want to see. I want to see the free bleeder movement here at the Comic Con.
Yeah, this is what she said. She said, I'm still not seeing a lot of women. I'm still not seeing women that aren't in Leica reflected back at me. Are there any women out there that are super powered but aren't in a skin tight costume? Not that I can see. That's what led me to the wouldn't it be funny if conversation? And it's like, dude, bitch.
Yep. Go back to that cover. Please pull that cover up for 1 second, please. I need to check something.
It's like, do you remember what you were wearing in the first season of Game of Thrones when everybody was cosplaying you and you were basically wearing like a crop top with a really sexy skirt thing when she was, her wedding costume where she was like getting married to Khal Drogo and everyone was fucking cosplaying her and she probably saw a lot of herself in the freaking Comic Cons of women cosplaying her and showing off their amazing bods to look like her.
Stop me if I'm wrong. Is that not a red motherfucking latex costume right there?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Is that not motherfucking latex?
That
if I was to cosplay this character, would I not be wearing fucking latex?
That, my dear, is Britney Spears's "Oops, I Did It Again" costume with a fucking ski mask that's red. That's basically that's the fucking costume right there, and a jacket.
And that just goes to show that she probably wasn't even that involved in this project.
No, she probably came up with the idea, handed it over to a group of all women, right? Because we don't care about talent. We care about what's between your legs, what color is it, and who are you going to use it on?
Or they hired her.
Thank you.
To be the face of the project.
You know what I hope?
Be not involving
there
her
it is. That's her costume right there.
Do you know what I hope, you guys? I hope she goes to another convention. I hope that women are cosplaying this character, and I hope that all around her table is stained fucking red. I hope that these bitches just come and be the nastiest fucking hamsters of all times and just bleed all over the place right there. And Emilia, enjoy, bitch. Enjoy. Look at her.
That's her costume.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
God.
who did the bleeding thing first? Carrie.
Carrie did the bleeding thing well though. It was gross as fuck, but at least
it
was awesome, right?
It was freaking amazing. But yeah, so she's crazy.
She's nuts. Yeah,
the moral of the story is she's nuts.
She's
honestly,
nuts.
At least it was
and I think
more poignant to the story anyway with Carrie. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At least it made sense with
sense.
Carrie. This doesn't make sense. This is fucking disgusting. And again, I not only have I talked to you, Nina and Jayne, I've talked to many other females in the fandom because this is kind of supposed to be a book for us, for the women, right?
Yeah,
so a lot of
she
the
said
women,
that. She's like, I want to make a book for like younger women. Blah,
for
blah,
women, right? Okay, I have not talked to one person yet within our fandom that is like, no, this may be good. You know, give it a chance. I have not heard one person say that. Everybody that said this are like, ew, no, have a little fucking like.
But then again, Mandy, we're all very toxic in this community, so I don't know. We're not
that's
right.
what it is. I'm not. I guess I'm just too toxic to roll around with long, nastier armpit hair.
So you had people like
it's
this
gross.
coming out in defense of this comic to like EVS, especially because EVS was one of the people.
Oh yeah, they're mad at him. Yeah.
I mean, this chick was next level. I mean, she's threatened to dox him and everything. Sir, I most definitely. Oh wait, why is she British? Sir, I most definitely will enjoy this comic. You're a man, so you clearly would not understand what a woman goes through and feels on a daily basis. And to finally have a superhero normalize everything we experience is fucking amazing. I praise Emilia for that.
What do we feel on a daily basis?
What is she talking about?
What do we feel on a daily basis? Please, Emilia, tell us what we feel. I need your expertise on what I feel as a mom on a daily basis. Please, Emilia, break it down for me because I'm confused. I don't know what to feel without you breaking this down for me and helping me.
The weird part is that she's saying, like in this tweet, she was saying that, you know, basically EVS can't understand because he's a man. But here we are, 3 women, and we're like, we don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. I don't understand
it either. No, I don't think
do. They pretend that they don't see the women who criticize their foolishness.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we don't exist. Or I love this too. I love that we're pick me girls. We really do get it, but we want the guys to think we're cool, so we lie about it so we can be the cool chicks. Yeah.
It's all about
you wait around all day to wait for me to tell you guys how cool you are, don't you?
I do, and yet I still ain't got the fucking DM, Tom. I've been waiting.
Which is bullshit because we all know women know that men have to have their egos placated. Women just like to be told they look pretty.
That's it.
That's not wrong.
Feed me and tell me I'm pretty. That's pretty much it. Buy me cookies.
So you had you also had
buy
stuff like
tacos
this.
And touch your butt and you're happy.
Yeah, I like tacos and nachos. I'm gonna have to get some nachos too.
I have no problem being proven wrong. My issue is men mocking a comic book character that represents what a woman's body goes through on a monthly basis. It's called being respectful.
It doesn't need to be a comic book. It doesn't need to be a book at all, except for maybe like that in like 6th grade or 5th grade when they hand you the what my body goes through little pamphlet that all little girls have to go sit through in elementary school. Other than that, in the story.
People have the right to criticize whatever they want.
Exactly. If I wrote a book like this, I would expect some criticism on it.
Yeah, but honestly, that's what we've been talking about all day. It's like nobody can criticize anything anymore. That's what happened with Matt. He was just criticizing Indy 5, and then there comes this freaking director being like, you know, la-di-da, and then now, you know, you had somebody who was a veteran comic book artist and creator talking about, look, nobody wants to read about women's armpit hair and time of the month. This is a fucked up premise. And you had these armies of crazy SJW crazy people just being like, you're fuck you, you man, crazy fuck that, you don't understand what women go through and this is what we want to read about. It's like, no, I don't want to read about that.
I don't want to read about it. I don't want to read about it. Plus, and again, I want to state very loudly, okay? Women are not victims.
No.
Quit fucking playing it up like we just don't know. We're not fucking victims, and we are not weaker or anything is wrong with us because we have a menstrual cycle once a month. That doesn't make us more powerful, nor does it make us a fucking victim because we
I will
suffer.
say this, Mandy, I will say this. I do sort of get superpowers when I get my period.
Well, you come super
No,
big.
y'all are powerful as far as I'm concerned, because if I bled for 4 or 5 days, I'd be dead.
Yeah,
Well, that, but I also
you
get an
don't die.
incredible sense of smell. It's a blessing and a curse because if I smell
Really?
something, like, dude, I can smell anything. Like if I'm upstairs and doors are closed or whatever, and I'll just be like, the cat litter needs to be closed, and it's like in the freaking garage.
It's
Like I'd
funny
be
you
like,
mention this,
it's
Nina.
weird.
I didn't think I'd be popping in this much during this segment, by the way. But Script Doctor was talking about this, actually. There was a script going around Hollywood that they shit canned because it was decent enough, but it was like one of those things where I'm sure they were just like, yeah, this isn't going to work for anything more than like a skit, not a full movie. But what you were just explaining is it's a story about these girls that were like lied to when they got their periods as kids and told that they got superpowers when they had it. So they thought like their super sense of smell and all these other things that come along with that time of the month made them superheroes, but they didn't understand that it was just normal. So like part of the joke was they started this YouTube channel where they talk about being superheroes and shit, and everybody's getting into it, because they're, thinking it's a joke, but then they realize that it's not a joke. These women actually believe it.
Wow.
So Script wonders if Amelia didn't come across this script at one time too.
Somebody.
She's ripping it off.
Maybe so.
I've heard it
Maybe
happens
so.
during pregnancy as well.
I've had, when I was pregnant, I had I could smell everything. Like
That happens to me every
everything.
month, but it's a
I
hormonal
don't-
thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I think that's what it is. That happens to me every time. And my husband's always like, the fuck, man, how can you smell that? It's like it's like away,
Yeah.
like it's far away. And it's a blessing and a curse because if it's a good smell, I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And if it's a bad smell, I'm like, fuck. Like, it's just so
I guess
good.
I don't get any of that. It's just a pain in my ass that happens.
It's a pain.
5 to 7 days out of the month. I'm a little bit bitchier than normal. And honestly, I'm a little bit lazier than normal. Other than that, that's pretty much it. It's not like every month I don't get on Facebook or like, hey, y'all, look at me. I'm a superhero. I don't do any of that. I just kind of, suffer silently and move on about my life.
But I mean, what is her what's her kryptonite? A tampon or
Her
getting
menopause.
pregnant? A
Tylenol.
menopause? Tylenol? Midol?
Midol might do it.
Midol wouldn't be.
Midol, no, because Midol cures all the superpowers, right?
That's what I'm saying. So that'd be
yeah,
her kryptonite.
Midol would be her kryptonite. Midol or
Getting pregnant, I guess.
Pregnancy.
menopause, yeah.
Pregnancy is going to put her out of the running for 9 months. So
Oh my God. I mean,
No,
this
I hope the world look at all the traffickers that are going to start going in that 9 months without period girl around. What you gonna do? Now, this is a stupid idea. It's stupid. I cannot believe
dumb.
anybody in their right mind would actually be like, yeah, I'm stoked for this one.
It's
No,
dumb. And also I
It's
gotta
dumb.
say that I actually did read a couple of the panels that they put
Oh,
on.
bless you.
Did you read it, Mandy?
I read the page where it's got the armpit hair laying there, and I stopped.
Oh
I
my
saw the
God.
armpit hair in the bed where she's laying in bed. I read that panel.
I
Well-
didn't read that panel.
I hate to break it to you guys, but somebody donated earlier, and I'm sure we'll have enough. They want you to review this, basically.
Ooh.
I'll review this. I've already said I was going to review this just because
So I'll have you guys get it, and we'll pay for it.
I will review this hunk of shit. I will, since you guys usually take the.
I don't know if I want to. Okay.
You guys take you guys
She's
do
like, I
a
don't know if
lot.
I can do
So
this.
I will review. I will review this hunk of
Don't
shit.
make me.
But yeah, speaking of super chats, there's actually one that actually said they're putting money towards the campaign. So
Wow. That's amazingly
Thank
generous.
you so
Thanks for
much.
throwing your money away because I'm not doing it. No, I'm just joking.
I will.
I'm just joking.
look, if Nina, if any of the ladies don't really want to, I would never
do it.
force them to.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just
because I would only want to do it if it was in good fun. Like,
no,
I
it's
really
funny.
want to
It's
force
funny.
somebody.
I was reading this though, man. I was like, is this real? Because I was literally reading it. I read the one where the guy was like, how's my favorite neighbor and his beautiful, but in a completely platonic way, mother. And I'm like, who the fuck talks like this? Like, what is this? Like, I don't.
Yeah,
because
she's
the worst thing I've ever read.
No, and I can't figure out, is she being serious or is this supposed to be funny? I guess I'll have to read it. We'll read the whole thing.
We have to read it and find out. But she was saying that it was supposed to be like a Deadpool-esque, like blah blah blah. But okay. Given I've never really read a Deadpool comic, but would they talk like this? Would they say, how's my favorite neighbor and his beautiful, but in a completely platonic way, mother? Like, who says that?
Nobody said that. The woke says that. The same people that say, hey, I know that we've been dating for 6 months and I know that it's time that I give it up, but I'm going to need you to go on and sign this consent form to make sure. And then, I mean, the same people, because who the fuck's gonna know?
Nobody
talk
says
about about killing the fucking mood.
I know,
my god,
right? Like,
oh my god, I cannot imagine that I was about to get it on with a guy and him pull out a fucking consent form. I would be so fucking.
If he's a celebrity, he better. These days.
Okay, celebrity, yes, but I would never be brave enough to delve into their. I don't want celebrity sloppy seconds. I assure you. I know.
Honestly, the other thing that I will say too is, here's another panel that I have a problem with, and my problem with this is completely like, I hate COVID. Okay, I hate COVID. I want to read a comic book where I'm not reminded that I live in a world where people fucking wear masks.
Nina.
I don't
are you trying
to
say that you expect escapism within your escapism?
I do.
You are so fucking toxic.
I expect the bare fucking minimum, man. Like, what the hell is this? Why am I being reminded in my comic book that this shit is going on in this world right now? I don't want to be reminded of that. This looks like shit. This looks like shit in so many ways.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Jane. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying it's not going to age well at all.
No,
this didn't have no hope of aging well, Jane. It's about period blood. This wasn't gonna age well whether they put the mask on or not. This is a period comic, and yes, this is not a period piece, but it is a period piece. But it's not. This isn't gonna work well.
No. Oh God,
no. This is disgusting.
The worst.
There is masks in this comic book. I mean, come on. This is just bad on so many levels. There's no escapism. The escapism is like, oh my God, fucking armpit hair swing. Like, that's the fucking escapism there.
But if that's happening, then why is there? I never.
Okay, when I was a kid,
why are you wearing
a
mask?
Right. How are you a superhero when you need a fucking mask? Like a mask to keep out a disease. You're a fucking superhero, right? You should be above that in my mind. I don't know. I get that those are normal people, but I don't want to see masks. But
I just don't want to see. I don't want to see.
It leads back to politics.
Like, at least leave COVID out of it. Like, don't draw me a story where I'm dragged back into this world. Draw me a story where she's on a subway with a bunch of people, and I'm like, oh, I'm out of this world. Like, at least give me that much. And they're not even giving me that much, where it's not fucking 2020. Okay. It's not 2020. Like, it's another year. Like,
The entire whole world is trying to forget 2020.
Exactly.
Right,
Thank
exactly.
you.
Exactly. That's why I like going back to older movies and shit, because that was not a thing that was even thought about. If you watch a movie from like
Exactly.
96, there is
Exactly.
no mention of anything like that, because that wasn't up until 2020. That wasn't a world that we lived in. There was nothing like that. I've never seen anything like this ever.
Yeah.
So you guys, we will read this. We will let y'all know about it.
Yeah.
We really will. And we'll but I'm telling you right now, I will not, under any circumstances, y'all will not get me to cosplay this motherfucker. I swear to God, that is where I draw the line. I will not cosplay this.
Really?
There's no amount of money?
$1 million. $1 million. You make me $1 million. You make me a millionaire like Ethan, and I will cosplay this costume. Until
it's
then,
not that bad. Britney Spears did it.
no, hun, because the main part of the costume is the fact of what you're going to have to, skip in getting ready that day.
Never mind.
Yeah, see,
I'm with Mandy.
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
Okay, so let's get to the super chats, because you guys have been so generous
Y'all
tonight.
I got no
You're
idea
amazing.
what's going on
You're
right
amazing.
Nor should you, Tom. This you don't want to know. It's disgusting, and it's an abomination against everything.
Okay, so Mandy, you want to start?
If I knew where are we at Crispy Critters?
Yeah.
Okay, Crispy Critters for $5. Thank you so much, and hey, so glad to see you tonight. Seems like every time I tune in, it seems like someone is talking about bodily functions. I
don't want to be.
I don't want to be.
Fucking Emilia Clarke's friggin'
blame Emilia Clarke, Crispy Critters.
Stupid
blame
bitch.
Emilia Clarke.
And then we had Melissa Lord. Hey, Melissa, for $2 says, love ya, ladies. Daenerys, mother of armpit hair slingers.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Melissa. That's good.
The Physicality channel for $5 says, girls only like guys who have skills, nunchuck skills.
Right.
I do like nunchuck skills.
I'm a fan of nunchuck skills. Though I honestly I like Donatello the best out of the turtles. I think I'm the only one, but I like Donatello the best. He was smart. I don't remember
which one. I don't remember their names. I know that's terrible, but I like the one with the blue mask. Which one's that one?
That was not Raphael. Was Raphael the blue one?
Tom, help us out here.
Who's the blue turtle?
Leonardo.
Leonardo.
Okay, that's the one I like. There you go.
That's sad. Dash Days for $5. No, that we didn't know. For $5 Canadian. Thank you so much. If mom runs out of tampons and has to use maxi pads, will they call her Maxi Mom?
Oh God.
Oh, that's going to be the ash can that they include.
The Maxi Mom?
Maxi Mom. It's an ash can. It's a free ash can they're giving it. I'm just joking, but no, it's horrible. God,
you just gave him another idea right there.
I did. I try to.
You're good at it. Dash D's for $5 says, if mom's armpit hair cashes, oh shit. Will they put it out by tampon it? Oh my God.
See, you guys, do you see how fucking stupid the premise of this comic book is?
It's
so stupid. You can't, nobody can take this seriously. Oh, Lord. Is it me?
No, it's Jayne.
Jayne.
Fake name for $2. Her head in issue 1 cover looks like a butt plug.
Oh my God.
It does. Holy fucking does.
I didn't even think about that until now. Damn.
It does, though. He's not wrong.
You're not wrong.
On that. No.
Fake name, you're not wrong. All right.
Hillis Mallory for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Think Emilia is still smarting from being killed off and not getting the throne at the end of the show. Maybe that pissed her. I mean, maybe she was just as pissed about the ending of the show as we were.
Yeah, maybe she was just bitter at Dan and Dave, and she's like, "Fuck all men, fuck you guys."
Maybe
this.
I'm gonna gross y'all out with the grossest book ever. That'll teach them.
Yeah, she's like, fuck Dan and Dave, and fuck George R.R. Martin for never finishing the book. Fuck this.
He still ain't finished that fucker. I'm still waiting for it. It ain't came out
We
yet.
all
It ain't
are,
coming.
girl.
It ain't
It's
never
coming.
coming out.
It's
It's
coming.
never.
It's
no.
coming.
Coming.
No,
Yeah.
it's not, Jane.
Yes, it is.
Somebody made a period comic, and he still hasn't finished the book. This is what's happening right now.
That's where we're at.
Mysterious Capitalist, thank you so much for the $5. Says, don't worry, Tom. I like Season of the Witch too. Smiley face.
Oh.
There you go, Tom.
See, I'm not alone.
They're I'm not even.
I've never even seen it, so I can't comment.
Well, imagine sitting down to watch Halloween, right? You expect Michael Myers, all right? You don't
Yeah.
get Michael Myers. You get this thing that does a little song on the TV and turns everybody into like zombies or whatever. Not really zombies, but they brainwashes everybody.
Turn it off.
That's kind of weird. Isn't that like, well, that's kind of like Poltergeist, but not really, because Poltergeist would like pull you into that dimension.
No,
right?
it didn't do that. It just said Halloween, Halloween. It did a little song and everything every time.
Oh.
And it was
3 more days till Halloween.
Halloween.
3 more days till Halloween.
Yeah.
Silver Shamrock.
Yeah.
It's
that's
time. It's time, kids. Put on your masks. It's time for the big giveaway. And then it kills them all.
Yeah.
It's true. That's the movie.
He's not lying.
That
That's it.
sounds like shit, you guys.
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
kick-ass movie.
But that sounds like shit.
Lord. Well, mysterious
It's a big
capitalist.
trick to kill everybody. They make the kids put on the masks, and then when they watch the little bouncing pumpkin thing that goes dun 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 dun, it like hypnotizes them and kills them.
Yeah, that's and I sat down to watch Halloween. So and that's what I got. So it was
Tom, the next super chat doesn't have a name.
Tom.
Shit burgers.
But it's somebody Canadian. So it's probably Dash East, maybe.
Probably. Where is it at here? Which one is it?
Bit of a serious latex
Dash
costume.
Dees.
Yes, okay.
Is it? Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I
it says
thought.
Dash Dees. You all remember the comic where the young girls.
What?
Yeah.
No.
No, that
Which one
one.
are you on?
The one after Mysterious Capitalist at
that one.
10:29, so 11:29.
I think that is Dash Dees.
Okay.
Okay.
So Dash Dees for $10. Thank you so much. Says bit of a serious latex costume with full face masks are used to make nun people so that Dom can fantasize the person is whoever. Don't that go against female empowerment? Oh,
A little bit.
Yes.
That's an interesting point.
Unless that's what she wants.
I mean, I think all of it goes against female empowerment. That's weird.
Nothing about this empowers female.
Yeah, that's
Nothing.
weird.
Not one aspect. It doesn't empower women in general. It certainly doesn't empower single mothers. It doesn't. This is not empowering at all.
It's weird.
At all.
It's just weird.
What are you doing?
I like whatever is going on over there with Tom right now. He's got his weird weapons.
I got toys.
Yeah, boys and their toys.
Word Up with a $5 super chat says, looks like an alternate cover for Voivod's album Nothing Face.
Possibly. I don't know who that band is, but yeah, it looks like an album to me. It doesn't look like a comic. It looks very album-esque to me.
Or a scary movie.
Maybe a B-rate one, like one of those, weird ones, the weird indie ones.
Yeah.
What do we think, Nina? Did she freeze again, or is she just being really still while she looks?
Froze.
Oh, thank God, because I was about to say she's getting amazing at this sitting still, not moving thing. She is getting so good at it.
So believable.
Nina. Okay. Well, while she looks at it, why don't we move on to the next one so we can? Do you want to take it?
Yeah, Classic Comics with $10. I've got news for Emilia Clarke. Back in the 90s, George Perez did a comic called Crimson Plague with a female character who had toxic blood. Her tagline was, "She bleeds, you die." Really?
I had no idea about this. Crimson Plague. I'm gonna have to look this up so I can kind of do a little comparison because I didn't know that anybody had even tried to do this before because oh God, why? But let's see. I'm gonna read that one too and see like a comparison of them doing it in the 90s as compared
There's
to doing
also a
it
character
post.
in Mystery Men that's basically the same too that Chrissy Meyer reminded me of.
So even as weird as this is, it's still not an original.
Huh.
It's kind of because like this one chick comes up and she's like, yeah, I only have my powers when I'm on my period or whatever, and she's dressed in red. And then there's the character, the Spleen, whose whole power set is of the fact that he's going through puberty. So he has like zits and he farts and he stinks and all that kind of shit. Yeah. You ever seen Mystery Men? It's fucking hilarious.
I've seen Mystery Men. Yes, it's been
when they
years.
when they have
It's
the
been
recruitment,
years.
that's when the period lady comes in. Yeah.
So you are absolutely right.
This is our story.
So yeah, even this is somewhat ripped off. But yeah, I'll do a comparison. See what Crimson Plague was about. See how they did it in the 90s as opposed to how they did it, you know, modern, because I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure the first one was good, even though it's still kind of gross.
It's still,
yeah. Hillis and Mallory. God damn it.
That's gross. That's really, really gross.
I thought he was going to tell us we're going to attract the bears and the sharks.
You're going to attract the bears and the sharks. I won't go swimming in a pool because I saw Jaws.
Holy fuck. Hillis and Mallory for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Mystery Men had a heroine who applied to join the group in the pool gathering scene. She only works 1 week a month, implying when she had her. Mystery, I'm going to have to rewatch that movie because it has I watched it when it was new. So that would have been
years ago. Mystery Men, right? Like when it first came out, I watched it a long time ago. So I don't
remember a lot about it.
I got to rewatch it.
Yeah, same here.
I can't do the super chats anymore because it's all
you lost them.
It's okay.
You lost them.
We'll
That's
carry
fine.
them for you.
That's fine.
Phoenix 2176 with $5 says, from a woman who has a really painful period every month, I don't want to be reminded of it. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. P.S. Love you, ladies. And hi, Tom. Thank you.
Well, how you doing?
Thank
I've
you.
heard that said too. You know, like some people, it's not something that it's to be made light of. No pun intended.
There are women that literally, my best friend, she sits in fetal position for 3 days. That's what she does because the pain is so freaking
it's too
bad
much.
that
I can't even stand.
She can't stand. She can't straighten out her body because the pain, it just cripples her. So this is it's not empowering. It's not. Let's see, Ron Garua for $1.49. If I said your name wrong, hun, I'm so very sorry. But thank you so much for the sticker. And it's a coin with a star. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's okay.
All right.
I can't do them.
That's okay. So unless Jane, you just want to bounce back and forth, or I can bounce in here too, it don't matter.
We can do it. Jesus Davila for $10 says, donating for the Roasting Mom organization. Thank you.
Yay.
That's what I think that means. That's the one I was thinking. They want you to roast the book. That's it.
Yeah,
we're gonna
we'll
roast
do.
the shit
I
out
will.
of this one.
Believe me, it won't even be hard. That's Charlie work right there. That's nothing to roast this book. Let's see, Mysterious Capitalist for $5. Thank you again, Lovebug. Mom made her costume from discarded uterine lining.
Oh my God.
Oh God! You actually said something grosser than anything I've said tonight.
You know what though? I actually think that would be a good like toxic femme like show. Like we should just
kick her to the back. Kick her to
we should just read the comic and just review it like as the show. Like it'll be funny. We'll just we'll just make fun of it the entire time. There you go.
It's gonna be horrible. We've read a little bit. Nita and I have read a couple panels of it that they put out, and
it's so bad.
So bad.
Dad, these are 5 Canadian. You all remember the comic where young girl's first period turns into werewolves and kills men? That was just wrong too.
I don't remember that at all.
That.
What comic is that?
Yeah,
I've never
heard
read
this.
that.
I haven't heard that, but I mean, there is that whole concept of kids reaching puberty and then transforming into werewolves. That's a thing.
Well, doesn't the whole cycle of the moon and all that shit kind of play into that as well?
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's kind of, I guess, normal.
Yeah. Lady Ninja UK for £5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Hey, Tom and lovely ladies. First time catching you live. Always look forward to your streams. Mandy, your accent melts my heart. Oh, well, thank you. And I'm honestly sorry. This is the first one you came to because earlier. This honestly, I think it grosses all of us out, but I feel like we have to address it.
Episodes.
Yeah, this is a way raunchier episode than what we normally do, but this is what Hollywood is giving us.
When Lorena's here, she classes up the place too.
Oh, quite a
She
bit.
does. Lorena makes it to where I'm not quite as bad as what I am. This is what happens when she goes on freaking vacation. Doesn't take me with her. Lorena, your fault.
And since this is your first show, and I'm assuming your first first super chat saying hello to us, how you doing?
Oh.
So glad you're here. I promise, come back next week and we won't be talking about so much nastiness. Nasty.
Anna Wolford for $10 says, so my girlfriend heard about this. She rolled her eyes, and what is wrong with Clarke? Is she still mad about Game of Thrones' trash ending? She was happy when she was pregnant. 9 months without was the best.
Wait, she got pregnant? I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought she wasn't a mother. At least it didn't sound like it in the interview.
I didn't know she was either. I had no idea that she was a mom. Is she a single mom?
I don't know. And Dr. Fate sounds like Ginger Snaps. Yeah, when that was the one I was trying to think of, but I couldn't think of the name of it when you explained that
Ginger Snaps. And that name is really, really, really familiar. That is really familiar, but I don't remember anything but the name. Let's see here. Who are we on? Mr. Tickle Truck? Okay. Mr. Tickle Truck for $5 Canadian. Thank you so much, Love Bug. I'm writing a comic book now about men's struggles. Oh, shit. Fighting crime 10 minutes at a time. His power comes from facial hair shavings and morning wood.
If that was the case, if a man's powers came from his, you know what, it sucked because he'd only be able to do it for like 10, 15 minutes at a time, like you just said, and then it'd be, what are you supposed to do? You gotta wait. You gotta wait a little bit.
They make pills for that.
Yeah, he'd be popping those motherfuckers like a sumbitch.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
And he'd end up having a stroke or some shit.
I know this is a little bit unrelated and we're not going to stay on it too long, but I just Googled to see if Emilia Clarke was a mom, and this is the first thing that came up.
Oh,
and it was released like today. Emilia Clarke wishes she could change Game of Thrones character's fate.
Oh, do you really now?
She's totally bitter, you guys. She's totally bitter. That's what's going on.
She's
That's what's going on.
Well, we're all bitter about it. That doesn't matter. I mean, I write and I'm bitter, but I'm not going to go write some nasty ass shit like this.
But her brother wouldn't let her go to the comic book shop.
They got me on The Sopranos too with that shit ass ending, and don't even get me started on the original Roseanne, the original run, the ending of Roseanne, where you find out Dan was dead and everything from the last three seasons was fake.
I hate that ending. I actually had to go through a bunch of the worst endings because I had to pick a quick bunch of images for Andre's last video. Yeah, I got reminded of some bad endings.
I hate that ending.
More of them in the last 20 years than
Roseanne ended for me the season prior. I was like, I'm just gonna pretend this whole season didn't happen.
Roseanne ended for me when they won the lottery. That was it. Anything past that was fate, but the way they ended it was really shitty. It was really shitty. I think it's you, Jane.
It is. Mr. Pickle Chunk for $2 Canadian and the prequel book Nocturnal Emissions Lad.
I like this Nocturnal Emissions Lad. Obviously he's missing something. So I'm assuming he's a little bit gassy. Would be my assumption. Yes.
I don't approve of this.
You don't like this? You don't feel empowered, Tom?
So he has to have a wet dream to be powerful?
Yes.
And how does he know what he's doing?
Well, I don't know.
Yes, this is not working.
You're thinking too much into it.
Just Boner Man itself is dumb because he
I
ain't
like
gonna
Boner
last
Man.
long.
I like Boner Man. I think
He's
that's
just a
an amazing
raging bunch of hormones, and he's all veiny for like 10 minutes, and then he's
They
just like
can't
tuckered
help
out.
getting boners just like we can't help getting our periods.
And God forbid he had whiskey.
Boner Man. I like it. I think I want to read that quicker than I want to read this Emilia Clarke shit. Let's see. We got.
I'm throbbing here.
That is a good catchphrase for it. Adam Wolford for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. She also wished she wasn't pregnant, so she didn't have. Oh, so she didn't have to get her periods, and my girlfriend gets super heavy, and she calls in for work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I totally see Cecil writing Boner Man?
I can see it too. That's gonna happen.
That's Cecil's life, I think.
This is really hard.
I've drawn a lot of penises. That's not big enough. It needs to be bigger.
Hello.
Hello.
Max for $5. Thank you, ladies, for reading this atrocity and suffering through it, so we don't have to.
That's what we're
You're
here
welcome.
for, Mags. You're welcome.
That's what we're here for.
Mags, you must not feel empowered either. I'm seeing a lot of women in the chat tonight, and none of you guys are like, no, ladies. This is empowering. You're just not seeing it right. So I'm going to assume that we're not.
Mandy, I think Melissa's got your actual catchphrase here. Boner Man. He's got a hard on for justice.
Boner Man. He's got a heart on for justice.
I'm loving this. That book may actually do well. I'm just saying.
Boner Man, help. I'm spent. I'm only good for 10, 15 minutes tops.
Oh my god.
Jayne, is it you or me, Lovebug?
Quick, someone get some Viagra.
The little 4-hour miracle pill. Adam Wolford for $10. Thank you again, Lovebug. Thank you so much. So there is a faction in Warhammer 40K called Sisters of Battle. Whole army of women in power armor. So what if all of them gets their period at the same time?
Oh no.
Then they're going to be fighting a lot.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of bickering, a lot of hair pulling, a lot of name
At least
calling.
they can start a superhero team called the Sink Sisters.
I think they'll be incredibly violent.
Yeah, I think that'd be really bitchy.
The Sink Sisters, holy fuck.
Here's the other problem with Boner Man. Every time he does a deed, he needs a nap.
Are we even going to bring? If we're gonna do that, that is true. But I mean, not to mention, what if he gets in a situation where he can't finish the deed? Well, then he's just blue ball man, and he's really useless to everybody.
Whoa.
He's just laying there going, ow,
After a
ow,
while,
ow,
it just
ow,
hurts.
ow. Yeah, after a while, it just hurts, right? There's his.
Oh, I need someone to grab it. Oh,
This is kryptonite.
And if he gets bagged in a
kryptonite, there's kryptonite's blue balls.
cocaine and whiskey, no.
I still think this is a good idea, and I implore you to write this.
I want to be a part of this. Yes.
Your Muslim uncle for $4.99 says, "Love you, ladies, but Season of the Witch rules."
Really? I can't believe there's been 3 of y'all to say that movie is good. I cannot believe that there are 3 people in this world that thought that was good. Y'all must have just not. You must have went in it knowing that you weren't getting Michael Myers, whereas I
will
went
make
into
that
it.
argument. Yeah. I bet
That's
you if
what
you
it
watch
was,
it,
right?
thinking that, just like take out of your mind that this is a Halloween movie, like Halloween, Michael Myers, and then watch it again, and you'll probably be like, yeah, it was a bit cheesy and corny, but it was like a Twilight Zone kind of movie. I get it. You know.
Okay, I will rewatch this at some point, and I will go
for Halloween
into
or
it
something,
knowing that this is not going to be Michael Myers killing people. This is something completely different, and I'll see if it changes my tune a little bit. But right now, I'm still going as a little kid, sitting there excited to watch a scary movie with my sister and watching Michael Myers, and I get the more detail Halloween, and I'm just like, no. So, all right. All right. We'll see. Hillis Mallory for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Harry Pitts. Oh, Harry Pitts. Doing whatever Harry Pitt can.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Raymond Hoy for $10. So Emilia Clarke has all the originality of a FedEx Kinko's copier. By the way, MOM should stand for Mother of Menstruation because the only way to describe it is bloody awful. Period.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God,
That's
Raymond,
definitely bloody awful.
You got 3 puns in there. Yay!
That was awesome.
Oh my God, so many of y'all like Season of the Witch. I did not know this had as big of a fan base as this.
It has defenders.
It does. I'm honest. I'm gonna watch it again.
History has been kind to it. Well, that's the thing. John Carpenter has this touch about him. Like a lot of his movies flopped at the time they came out, but then now they're like the epitome of cult classics. And Halloween 3 was the last movie he had anything to do with up until the new one, and that one's even tangential at best, outside of the music. So, like,
yeah,
I mean, it again. I can only say what I said before. So check it out if you don't like it. I totally understand, but
I will watch. I will give it another go, knowing that I'm not going to get Michael Myers going into it, and see if that changes my opinion. So, and it might. I really did go into it originally thinking that I was about to watch Michael Myers, and that is not what I got at all. And I was disappointed. I need to do the same thing with Resident Evil too, because I really didn't like that one because they weren't in a mansion, and I thought they should have been in a mansion. Oh no! I hope this isn't Chris's blood. So, yeah. Whose turn is it? I don't know whose turn
Yours.
it is. It's my. Oh, damn it! Dash decent for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. The book I referred was. Oh no! It moved on me. No.
Uh-oh.
sorry, but at some point Nina should be able to catch up with you guys. So.
I just did.
Oh,
Okay.
yay!
This is the first one.
Okay, do you want to do it?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'll do this one.
Dash D's for $5 Canadian. Thank you. The book I referred was Man Eater by Chelsea Kane. All right, let me write that down. Man Eater.
There you go. And then, do you want to go, Jane, or do you want me to?
You can go.
Durano on for €5. Thank you so much. Says, bonjour, ladies and Tom. I finally made it since you changed schedule.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
So glad
I don't
you were able
speak
to make
French,
it.
but he said bonjour. So.
Bonjour.
I hope it's a he, because if it's not a he, I'm sorry. I don't do the. Yeah.
Bonjour,
I wasn't
mon
paying
ami.
attention.
There you go.
Yeah, what do I say in return to that, though? What's how you doing in French?
Comment ça va?
That's how I say it. Como what?
Ça va.
Como se va? Como
Ça
se
va.
va? Como
Ça
sa
va.
va? Como sa va? Como sa va?
You could have had Tom
Como
say
ça
any
va?
manner of things.
Valiant Renegade for $5.
Yeah, probably.
Mandy, did Boner Man get his little blue pills from Cracker Barrel too? Was there also a recall like the rest of
Oh, no. Valiant.
This is from a different stream. I don't know. I hope so. That's where you got to get them done, is at the Cracker Barrel. That's where it happens at.
Oh, my God. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Clay Thomason, thank you so much for the $10. Says, hello, ladies. We all love you. 3,000. But I think Tom deserves a huge fist bump. Thanks for all your hard work, Tom. You are the wind. You are the wind beneath our wings. There you go.
Do your maxi pads have wings?
Yes.
Nah, no, thank you. I'm actually just scrambling like crazy because Lorena does so much on this show. Like I keep telling everybody she does, but no, like when I say it, I'm not kidding. She is amazing. Like this thing is a fucking mess back here. There's no Oreos left. There's shit all over the floor in the back room. There's dishes to be. And
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of went back there and fucked it up a little bit more because I was mad because
That was
Lorena
you?
didn't take me. Yeah, because she didn't take me on vacation with her, and I'm mad about it because maybe I wanted to go vacay too, and I didn't get to go vacay, and I wanted to vacay.
Damn it, Mandy. Next super chat. Let's go.
Let's see here. Clay Thomason for $10. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Hello, ladies. We all love you. 3,000.
No, I already got that one.
Dash D's for 5 Canadian. Sorry about that. Bo Nerman's utility belt only has a lotion and Kleenex in it. His kryptonite is sperm donor clinics. You're welcome. I like that. I like it.
That's how he makes the big bucks.
Yeah.
His weakness has got to be like something worse than that. But like we basically make the period lady the bad guy. That's the joke. That's the fun part.
Yeah, well, you have to.
Yeah.
The
menstruator.
Wait, what's the guy that just got caught doing it live on stream on CNN?
What?
Tubin or the other
Tubin,
one?
that guy. He's like he's like the guy. He's like Boner Man.
I missed that.
He couldn't even stop himself. That's who he is. That's Boner Man.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking? Who got somebody got a boner?
I've already
TV?
figured out Boner Man's I've already figured out Boner Man's like backstory. So I don't want to tell everybody; they'll steal it.
Okay.
What are we talking? Who got a boner on TV and I missed it?
Tubin, he was jerking off on Zoom. Not
he was
TV,
jerking it.
Oh, that's the
CNN
Zoom
guy. Yeah.
Ah.
He literally like did it right on air.
Yeah, and then he had like a very fucking demeaning interview with some lady on there. It was really dumb. But anyway.
Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for supporting Toxic Femininity.
Yes, and for being such amazing people tonight. I will now show you the first page of the Mandy Sutra, and I promise you, it's only going to get better from here on.
For reals?
Yes, for real.
Blow her up, Tom.
So, you guys, I am a fan of the movie. What was it? It was Footloose, right? I'm sure a lot of you loved Footloose, right? So, our first move, we are going to call the Willard. What you do is you have your beautiful lady lay beneath you, right? Take your fingers, take your hands, and put them in this position. Then you straddle over her while crouching, with your junk swinging gently in front of her face, and then you do the little thing like this.
We need visual assistance.
And slap her in the boobies. Well, I don't have nobody to lay under me to slap in the boobies.
No, but I mean, you're
going
to have to draw this shit out. You're going to have to get it.
Okay, I'll draw it. I will give you guys a good drawing. Next time I'm here, I will
didn't Peter say he was already on it?
Peter told me to fuck off. Mandy, I ain't drawing that shit.
Is he serious? Oh my gosh. You hear that, kids? We need an artist.
He's already doing Dono erotica.
Well, if he's busy, then yeah, we need an artist. We'll work on it. Valiant Renegade came in here at the last minute.
Hey, Valiant, how are you, love bug?
Oh my god,
and that's why I love Mandy. She's such a good sport with the jokes and a good friend, no matter how we enjoy burning each other. Well done this evening, ladies. Glad Lorena got some time off. She deserves some time off. She did. I love her so much, and I'm so glad. I'm a little pissy though, because again, she didn't.
Are you on your period, Mandy?
Yeah, you better not be.
No, and I wouldn't tell nobody if
you're
I
gonna
was.
be shooting your arm hair out at us and everything.
Damn, girl.
I bet that as far as I'm concerned. But no, you guys, I will give you a drawing, but just practice it. Go get your lady, swing your junk in her face a little bit while she lays there, and just kind of do that. Do the Willard.
You know, the Mandy Sutra is going to be like your biggest selling book until Boner Man, right?
That is so true. That is probably true. That is, yeah.
And then it won't be anything compared to Nunchuckosaurus meets Hardcore Pornosaur. But I got to get Nunchuckosaurus done first.
Right. I love that Spike in Madness is telling me that ain't
well,
nothing.
It's actually
new,
Nunchucking Dinosaurs, but Nunchuckosaurus is one of the characters. But yeah. There's more than one. There is.
Oh gosh. Okay. Y'all practice that. I will get you a visual of it, but it's called the Willard. Just practice. Just practice. You'll get it right. But the main
you can do it.
Can we give them like bonus names? Like it's called the Willard, aka the Cock Clock.
There we go. The Cock Clock. I like that too. I like this. See, y'all can, and once you get comfortable with it, you can add in your own little thing. You can maybe dangle stuff off of your junk.
See, now the way you're talking, I'm thinking there's got to be a video that goes along with this where you explain the positions and how they work.
Yeah, God damn it, you're right. You're right.
That's half the fun right there.
You're right. We need a video. We'll get it. We'll get it done. We'll get this done.
I'll do my best to help you with it, but whatever I can do, we'll try and find you an artist. We'll get her done.
Yeah, yay! Mandy Sutra on the way, y'all. I'll teach y'all how to do it right.
Yeah, we'll
We
get it
come
done.
up with the most creative shit on this show. It's just
We'll
amazing.
get it done. We'll get it done.
We'll get her done for sure.
We'll get it done. We'll get it done.
Get her done.
That's how Canadians say it. Get her done.
Get her done.
done.
You sound like the guy that.
Gator.
Anyways,
Tomater. I'm Tomater. Oh, that's Larry the Cable Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Weird.
All right, kids. Let's get the hell out of here. What do you say?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys, we love you all to the moon and back. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to go sub over at Nina's channel, at Jayne's channel, over at Midnight's Edge After Dark if you are not subbed over there as well. Just don't forget to sub to all of these amazing people. And we love you all to the moon and back. Lorena, this is your fault. You should have been here. This is Lorena. Blame Lorena.
Jayne, did you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, did you guys have anything special you wanted to plug real quick?
I mean, I just dropped a review of The Conjuring 3, so definitely check that out on YouTube at Jayne Theory.
Sweet. And I just dropped my Infinite Hope highlights from Friday's stream. And this Wednesday for Infinite Talk, Ryan Kindle will be on my channel. So definitely check us out on there.
Nice. And I played the shit out of some Mortal Kombat, y'all. Go check that out.
Oh,
And Mead will either be postponed or moved from tomorrow because Paulie over at the Latino Slant has a special concert going on at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
oh.
Yes,
So
he
check that out.
does.
So,
Yay, Polly.
so we'll see how that goes. And so subscribe to all the ladies. The links are in the chat here. Mr. Tickle Chunk's kicking ass, and I seen Mags was in there earlier as well. So thank you so much to the Wrenches, and thank you so much all for listening. If it wasn't for you guys, we'd be talking to ourselves, and believe you me, everybody already thinks Mandy and I are crazy. So
It's true.
it's true.
It's
We
true. It's
They do.
yeah, it's true.
How dare you?
All right. Good night, kids.
Bye.